Welcome to LoganRobo's channel, broadcasting live on twitch.tv/LoganRobo and on youtube.com/LoganRobo. Tonight's game will be Ace Attorney, Spirit of Justice, where we will be continuing Turnabout Time Traveler, which is appropriate since we just time traveled 1 week into the future because Logan was sick. That's right, even though he's better, we still advise keeping an arm's length distance away from him. You don't want to catch Logan from him. Or cooties. Thank you very much for tuning in to twitch.tv/LoganRobo and youtube.com/LoganRobo. Please enjoy the stream.
The lonely man has returned. Poor undead lonely man.
And we are live! How is everybody doing? I have missed you all so much. This has not been a fun week for me, being sick and being away from y'all, but how are all of you? I see Extemporaneous was here bright and early with a lurk and saying, oh, hope you feel better. Thank you so much, Extemporaneous. And a random Transformers check. Pivot. That's gotta be like a comics-only character. Yeah, so sadly I don't own a Pivot. But I'm pretty sure that's what it is. That's got to be like someone who's name dropped or like appeared once in the comics. And would you rather wrestle an alligator or a bear? I think we've had this one before, and I stand by my previous answer, an alligator. Because I feel like both are ferocious, but with an alligator you have a strategy. Because they say that alligators can chomp their mouths really hard, but if they're closed, you can get your wrap your arms and legs around them. They're too weak to really open up. Whereas a bear, there's no strategy. If the bear wants you dead, you're dead. You die horribly. But thank you so much. How are you doing, Extemporaneous? And Rukov re-upped the sub 48 months. That's 4 years. Thank you so much, Rukov. And Rukov says, for only $30 a month, you could free Logan Robo of his financial burden of purchasing sweet new Transformers, freeing his cash for more worthy efforts, like more Ovaltine or maybe gas. He could save up the money and go to one of those speed date events. Remember, if you adopt a Logan, you're investing in ... Not much. I'm glad that like $30 a month is apparently all it takes. Just like, that's like one new Transformer, sadly. They're more expensive than they used to be. And I see Magpie saying, Magpie fly it in. Hope you're feeling better, Logan. Thank you. I am feeling a fair bit better. I'm not 100% yet. So I've got you might remember if anyone was here the last time I was sick, my Cherry 7-Up. That is my drink of choice when I'm not feeling well. And so I may sound a little stuffy. I may have trouble doing the Maya voice. And I may occasionally need to mute if I need to sniff or blow my nose or cough or something like that. But other than that, I feel like I'm doing pretty good. I see over on YouTube, Corderosa is here saying, apparently you're back to your normal live schedule. Is everything okay? Oh, yes, Corderosa, because I don't know. I can't remember if you joined the Discord or not. I caught COVID last week. And so, yeah, I was gone for like a week because of that. My first time getting it, I lasted 3 years and 9 months plus some odd days. And it finally caught up to me, and I caught COVID, sadly. But I'm doing a lot better now. Cordero says, finally got my vacation free from school, but the test was a mess. Not just for me, but for the entire class. But I passed! Congratulations! And said, I finished watching Arcane. I'm still behind on that, so no spoilers. Rewatched Alien Stage. Have you and Crystal talked about Alien Stage together? And the tragic episode of Dawn to Dawn. Oh my gosh. Said, I will never be the same. That episode is, I don't know if anybody else is here. It's episode 7. That is one of only, I think, about 3 times, because I don't cry when I watch stuff. I don't cry watching movies or anime or things like that, but that's one of about 3 times that an anime has gotten me close to crying, where like the entire rest of the night, I felt like I was just choked up and close to it. So it was so good. But how are you doing, everybody? Extemporaneous, Rukov, Magpie, Corderosa, huh?
Stuffy of a person, not receptive to new or unusual ideas and behavior, conventional and narrow-minded. He finally admitted it all.
I admitted that my nose is those things. So apparently my nose needs to grow as a person. But thank you very much, Ruka, for the 10 bits. hopefully the notification will go out. We'll be able to see some more people. I know that I think Queen Katie is streaming right now. So let's go ahead and load up the game. Hopefully I can remember where we are. So we're doing Turnabout Time Traveler. If I remember correctly, we investigated the reception hall, and then we were meeting up with this guy. Speaking of Queen Katie, I just mentioned that you were streaming. Rukop, can we do a shout out for Queen Katie real quick? Thank you so much how was your stream? I don't know if you probably didn't see, but I was lurking. I had to leave and do an improv show, but I had your stream on in the background while I was gone. How was your stream, Queen Katie? Oh, darn it. It looks like Twitch Guru is not wanting to do this clip again. I need to switch over to... Queen Katie did send me the link to a different thing, but I think she said that some of the clips still don't even work with that one either. So I'm sorry about that. But thank you so much for the raid, Queen Katie. How are you? How was Slay the Princess? Did you slay the princess? Or did the princess slay? Corderosa saying, let's hope for Logan's health. Yes, cheers to that with my cherry 7-Up. I'm hoping. Usually when I get sick, though, for about 3 or 4 weeks afterward, I'll have like a post-nasal drip, so I'll probably still have that for a while. But thank you so much. I do appreciate that. So, sorry, Queen Katie, we tried to do a shout-out for you. How was your stream? I'm not counting this as being fully caught up to chat yet, by the way, because, like, everybody's been slowly getting here, so I haven't gotten behind in chat, because I see Queen Katie saying, howdy! How are you doing, Queen Katie? I have missed you all so much. I have been, like, this past week, I've just been... I mean, the first 3 days, I was just, like, zonked and laying in bed and sleeping, but then after that, I'm like, I want to see my friends, but I wasn't feeling up to streaming, so... So like I said, so to recap, we met this guy. I don't remember his name, to be honest, huh?
I'm glad you are not dead. Blaze the Cheat is not dead from homestarrunner.com.
The cheater's not dead. I'm so glad the cheater's not dead. Please tell me some other people recognize that. But thank you very much, Recover the 10 bits. I'm glad I'm not dead, too. But I'm a germaphobe, and so I was having to be very careful. I couldn't even, like, go and spend time with my mom or my cat or anything like that. What?
Also, I am going to go to bed.
Well, get some sleep, Rukov. I rest up. There be illnesses going about, so keep your immune system hearty and healthy and hale. And thank you for the 10 bits. I really appreciate that. And so that means I think we're probably safe, because right now we just got Queen Katie, we got Magpie, we got Corderosa, and we got a lurking extemporaneous. I think if we declare a purge, I don't think any of you are particularly murderous. So I hopefully will not get stabbed. I'm going to cross my fingers and hope. But okay, so to recap, our client is Ellen Watt. She thinks she traveled in time because this guy, Dumas Gloomsbury, had attacked her. And I think that he was trying to warn her and protect her from somebody else. But anyway, then her time machine like activated. She passed out and woke up, and it was her wedding reception all over again. I think that her boss just like convinced everybody to like, let's do the reception again, make her think she traveled in time. Her fiance / new husband, I'm still not quite sure. It sounds like the wedding hasn't taken place, although they were doing the reception, is Soren Sprocket. This guy who is a little odd, but he's possibly a murderer. Maybe, because I don't think we met anybody else, so he's really our only suspect at this point. But he's willing to talk to us about a time machine. Now, let's see. Quick 80 saying, BRB shooting the Slay the Princess game down right now. Never mind. I did not have to. I had a great time. I got new roles tonight, which made great progress for me, like in the game, or like in the stream. I'm curious. And Magpie says, I remember Homestar Runner, but I was more of a Haldo! Exclamation point. Quote, oh, your head explode kind of a person. I remember the games mostly. Okay, sorry, for a second, I thought you were saying Haldo was like the name of like another thing. But yes, I was more of a strong bad email kind of guy myself, so I got like the cheat is not dead and stuff. I should play some game. Let me have a sip of my cherry 7-Up. But I've missed you guys so much. Hopefully we'll get more people trickling in as the night goes, because I missed you all. That's all there is to it. Anyway. Darn it, you ever have one of those things where the ice cube like flips on its side while you're drinking, then pops like that and you spill on your shirt? So I have a soda shirt. My apologies. Okay, so I believe this guy we were given like a sort of a JFK New England sort of an accent. So, you've been researching time travel, have you? Moving through the space-time continuum would be a man's ultimate means of travel. Time travel as a mode of transportation? Since the dawn of time, man has developed multifarious. Am I saying that right? Multifarious methods of transportation. Horses, steam. Mankind did not invent horses. Bro, I don't think. I think we discovered them and tamed them. Steam engines, gas engines, airplanes, spaceships. But they all are fundamentally similar in that they constitute three-dimensional movement. Travel through the space-time continuum would shift mankind into a new paradigm. I'm worried about trying to do Maya's voice since I'm not fully recovered from COVID. I don't know why, Nick, but I'm getting awfully sleepy all of a sudden. For generations, Sprocket Aviation has advanced the development of transportation. Therefore, it's only natural that I would research time travel as man's next great leap. I know, is he done? So what exactly does all that stuff you saying mean, Nick? Well, basically, it's like taking a hamburger joint and adding a drive-through to it. I guess. Hey, hamburgers! Oh, I get it! It's the same burger, but with a quicker and more efficient delivery system! So what Soren really wants to do is launch humanity into the future! Launch, not lunch. Oh, did she say lunch? I gotta look at the lag. Oh, she did say lunch. I'm not good at things. Let me read a couple of comments in the chat, though. Quickie says, I think I got like 5 or 6 new achievements tonight. Oh, so you're trying to 100% slay the princess, aren't you? Magpie says, the magpie is a gentle burb who does not do a stabbing. You see, I feel like you are. I don't know, no offense to the species, but I feel like if you gave a knife to a bunch of magpies, at least one of those magpies would be willing to do some stabbings. They're intelligent birds, but the intelligence just gives them the greater capacity for evil. Over in YouTube, Cordero says, Soren is cute. I'm not gonna lie, one day I'll make a tier list of the cute Ace Attorney characters. It does seem like people find Ace Attorney characters attractive. I mean, I find a few, but I do feel like chat really barks after some of these. After all of them, really. I feel like we could probably count on our hands the number of characters we found that there hasn't been at least somebody in chat wanting to smooch. It's the same ice cube. It's getting in the way. I need it to melt or something. Okay, launch, not lunch. But do you really believe that time travel is possible? It only becomes truly impossible when a man stops daring to believe. Besides, time travelers do exist, you know. Well, okay. Is he going to say that he's met one before, or just in the sense that we're all time travelers? Like, we're all moving into the future, but at a steady rate of like 1 second per second. But you wouldn't understand. Did you hear that, Nick? Time travelers really do exist. She's easily convinced. All I know is Soren isn't the easiest guy to wrap your head around. Oh, I don't know. I kind of like the way he talks. It's full of hope for the future. He's more passionate than I thought, too. When it comes to inventions, anyway. Is Maya gonna try and steal this guy away from no, it's not Emma Watt. What was it? Ellen Watt, I think. Yeah, his apparent lack of concern for Ellen is troubling, though. Ellen. So, I heard that the rest of the Sprocket family was opposed to your marriage. Oh, so maybe the murderer is someone else in his family who wanted to stop him from getting married? Let's see, Queen Gator said, gonna yoink the last of my wafer. I need my chocolate joy. And Queen Gator said, I missed you too, Logan. During my Sunny stream, I was like, who do I rate tonight? My silly loser? Is it gonna be their night? Is it me? Am I the silly loser? Magpie says, I'm delighted by the JFK voice for Soren. Okay, so is it working? Is it's acceptable from the sounds of it? So what are your thoughts on that? Oh, does he not like talking about anything that's not time travel? Okay, this question mark. Master Soren. I don't know. Well, wait to see who we see the person. Oh. Crap, he looks as proper as Edgeworth. I'm gonna make a prediction. I feel like this is the type of guy that Crystal would be like barking after. I don't think Crystal's here yet, but when she does, I think this guy's gonna. Okay. What kind of voice should he have? Well, I was going to say, like, he could have a German type of a voice, but we've given that to a lot of people in the Ace Attorney universe. It's time for the meeting on next term's project. It's a very... Or you can just have this. We can give him the Christoph Gavin voice. It's time for the meeting on next term's project. What is this? Daydreaming about your inventions again? Tut, tut, you are the future president. You must consider the business side, too. Whoa! He's got a robot shoulder! Satellite shoulder! It is I found Soren. Send the car over at once. And we're glossing. Was that his cell phone? Who is he talking to? Oh, I am not interested. Oh, Master Soren, you do give me quite a headache at times. In any case, your attendant is waiting. Please go to him now. Okay, that guy might be the murderer. He's very meticulous. Oh, and he's gone. Excuse me, but who are you? Oh, where are my manners? My name is Pierce Nicody. Please call me Pierce. Okay, so there's got to be a pun here. Pierce Nicody. Nicody. Am I saying that right? Nicody? Pierce Nicody. Nora Raina with a party one! Thank you, Nora! I think Rukov already went to bed, so I gotta try and do the shout out for you myself. Hang on. A shout out at Nora. And let's see if it works this time. It wasn't working earlier for the shout out. Let's see if it works for you while I have a sip of my drink.
We were just talking to the assistant to get one. Maya. She's not even a full-time employee. All you youngins are like that nowadays. Running your mouth like they were done to watch, like this and that, blah, blah, blah. We were nerds to think about the kind of elders, so I could keep crying and shame and you cry.
Wendy old bag is awful. Sounds like you're already crying.
I like it. Stop talking so fast.
But thank you so much for the raid. How was your stream, Nora? I should read some more in the chat, though. What?
I am sorry for being so late. Nora was on the camp out trip in Persona 4 Web. Missed you so much.
Oh.
Boo.
Ah!
It feels so good to boo again.
Ah! Okay, I think that was the last boo. Thank you so much for the 10 bits. How are you doing? Oh, as I was saying to everyone who was here earlier, and also now everyone here now, I've missed you all so much. I have missed this stream. I have missed hanging out with my friends. When I see over on YouTube, Corderos saying, I miss Wendy. You miss Wendy, old bag? I'm sorry. I don't know what to say to that. But how are all of you, Nora and Oak? How was your stream? How was the Persona 4 camp out trip? That's the one that. Oh yeah, that's the one where. Okay, actually, I don't want to say because I don't know if Nora's finished the camp out trip yet. But I do distinctly remember it. Let me just have a sip of my drink. Okay, so Pierce Nicody. I can't figure out what this guy's pun name is. Pierce, maybe he's gonna be a murderer and he's like a stabber, but Nicody. I can't figure this out. I may need a name fact coming up pretty soon here. But thank you again for the raid. Let's see. Quickita says, you have a history button, sir. I know. I forget that, though. Magpie says, you're correct. This magpie is a gentle bird. The rest of them, dangerous. Quickita said, yes, this is a fact I should know. I just spent 3 hours with Slay the Princess. It's a new character who I cannot share a name fact yet. The name doesn't make sense yet. Okay, so hopefully when we see more about him, I'll be able to maybe figure out what the pun is. Oh, Brian is here. Classic Brian. Hang on. I know that we were just doing shout outs, so let's do one more shout out for Classic Brian. He's saying, do a South African voice. I can't. I don't know how to. But let's go ahead and do a quick shout out for Brian.
You remember it.
There he's doing his Winnie the Pooh voice.
Dealt with not having honey after Berry the bee took honey away. Oh, Berry the bee. Yes, blood is thicker than honey. Not a lot of people know this. But whenever I really get hungry for honey and it's not available, blood is a good substitute.
And this was long before they had that Blood and Honey movie.
See if there's anything I missed.
So Brian is very forward-thinking corruptor of Winnie the Pooh. Okay, let's play some game here. I don't know. I'm just so happy to see everybody here. My name is Pierce Nicody. Am I even saying that right, Nicody? Please call me Pierce. I am the Sprocket family butler. Nick, a butler! I'm sorry, that's probably very crude. I should say a bottomer, a buttocker, a bummer, a bumler. Bumler! He's a bumler! I didn't know they actually still existed! I thought they were just on TV and stuff! And who might you be, if you don't mind my asking? Oh, I'm Phoenix Wright, Ellen Wyatt's lawyer. And I'm his assistant, Maya Fey. I'm a spirit medium. Oh, so it is you. I am most grateful to you for taking on Ms. Ellen's defense. You have my sincerest thanks. I just don't mention it. That makes him suspicious. Thank you. Whoa, what's that? What just happened there? I gotta check the history. I started to say something and he interrupted. Oh, so hey, speaking of the case. Oh, one moment, please. Boop. This guy reminds me of Clock King from like Batman the Animated Series. Wow, what a beautiful pocket watch! Pocket watch? More like a sprocket watch. Ha ba 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 ba. Oh, it's just a bit of good luck charm. That's one expensive good luck charm. Okay, so obviously that's going to be important later, his pocket watch, but I guess it makes sense knowing the time is pretty important in his line of work. So I guess that pocket watch is as important to him as my attorney's badge is to me. There is a little time before I must attend to Master Soren again. Why not come to Sprocket Manor? Oh wait, we got another location? I thought we were like close to the trial tonight. Huh? You mean to Soren's home? As a token of appreciation for taking on Ms. Ellen's defense, I would like to serve you some delicious tea and refreshments that will not be poisoned. Yes. Did that work? Are you convinced that there will be no poison in the tea and refreshments? That is my desire. Oh boy, Nick, a fancy high society tea party with high-class snacks and everything. And what about the investigation? I don't give a crap on snacks. You kidding? What better place to investigate than Soren's house? I don't know. Do you really think his house is going to give us any new leads? Of course it will. Say we take the bumler up on his kind offer and go to Soren's place. All right, you win. Very good. To Sprocket Manor, then. No, what was that? I heard a pring.
Hey, Lunga. We've missed you very much while you were gone. I hope you are feeling better. 3 and yes, Nora finished the camping trip. Old drunk man vomited on us when Yoshike was the only one at fault. Boo.
Yeah! Yes, because that was the thing. I remember I recapped when I was playing it to little Nanako. It's like, I saw a girl in a swimsuit, then I fell and hit my head on a rock, and now I'm covered in old man vomit. That's how the camping trip went. Which I feel like that covers all the major bullet points of it. But thank you so much for re-upping the sub with your Prime sub. Thank you so much. I really, really appreciate that. Okay, hang on. So we should get going. I think we've already examined everything. Let me make sure that nothing is like re-examinable. Because a check will disappear, right? If we can click it and just turn it into a circle. Yeah. Okay. So let's go to the new location. Move to the foyer. All right. So let's check out this place, Sprocket Manor. Look at them all, just like very mechanically doing their cleaning. September 21st, Sprocket Manor foyer. Wow, this place does not disappoint. Ooh, I'm so excited. I'm just looking forward to clicking all the little people. Oh, what was that? Whoa, slow down, Maya. The mansion isn't going anywhere. Did she have an actual animation or she just disappeared? No, she just vanished. Now then, we won't have to worry about anyone untoward eavesdropping here. Click. I take it you wanted to ask me some questions? That's why you invited us here? I am sorry to have tricked you like this, but this is a murder after all. I couldn't talk openly about it in public and risk sullying the Sprocket family's reputation. Oh, I love sullying things, though. I was really looking forward to all those fancy snacks, too. There, Maya, don't cry. This Pierce guy's one shrewd man. Hey, Nick, Look at that cute vintage radio over here to the right. Yeah, I gotta read some more in the chat though, because I'm getting behind already. Quickie said, oh yeah, I have a brownie too. Nice. Quickie said, fun fact, I know most of the beats in this case, but not their sprites. I did not know this dude has an antenna on his shoulder. So you knew like the guy's name, but you didn't know what he looked like? Oh, probably because you've checked your guide, right? There is Nora with the raid saying, Nora raid, we will stab you, Nora raid. I was just saying it was so nice that nobody stabbed me when we purged earlier. Quickie said, hey Nora, I was streaming so I couldn't give you a recap. Nora said, hi. Magpie says, I think Nicody with a cadence of chickadee. Oh, so Nickady. Nickady. So, oh, maybe it's like short for Nicodemus? Wasn't that, no, I'm thinking Nostradamus. Nostradamus was the fortune. So who was Nicodemus? Oh, Nicodemus. Sorry, Nicodemus was the guy in the, wasn't he the rich guy in the Bible? Was he the Bible story where it's like, go sell all your stuff? And then he went away very sad because he didn't want to sell his stuff? Or, no, I'm getting mixed up. I need to look this up. I need to remind myself, Nicodemus. And see if maybe that fits this guy. Nicodemus. Okay. So Nicodemus, here we go. We just got a Wikipedia page. So he's a Pharisee. He was a saint. Visits Jesus one night. Second as mentioned, reminds colleagues, Sanhedrin. The law requires a person to be heard before judging. Appears as crucifixion. Oh, okay, so he wasn't the rich young guy. So he's a different guy. But okay, but I don't think that time traveler is secretly Nicodemus. So it's got to be something else there. Nora said, we got 2 awful scenes in P4 that can't explain. Was one of them when everybody had to eat like Yukiko and Chi is cooking? Quickie said, oh, actually, I could share one name fact of this guy since it doesn't spoil too much. His full English name may be a reference to the word, persnickety, which can mean a fussy or precise person. So Pierce, nickety. Wait, isn't that how we're, nickety, kind of like persnickety. I like that. Persnickety is one of those words we don't use enough. Oh, and there's a bunch of stuff from Corderosa over on YouTube saying, I'm not gonna lie, I was a Wendy Level Miles fangirl. She was funny when it comes to him. I just like her that, otherwise I don't. But Maya is still our little girl. I'm surprised how long she spent without us and didn't get arrested by how she would have received the death penalty. You know what, probably, if it wasn't for the fact that she was actually channeling people in the last chapter, we could like headcanon that she did get arrested and was executed, and this whole time she is just being channeled by like Pearl or somebody else. And said, why is everyone giving me vibes like a character from the Great Ace Attorney Chronicles? Feels like it really went back in time. I'm guessing they're trying to go for that old-timey, I don't know how long ago the Great Ace Attorney Chronicles takes place. This feels very, rather than Great Ace Attorney Chronicles, very Great Gatsby, which is also something I've never read nor seen, so I cannot really comment on that. Oh, and there's an Automon message from Nora. Oh, saying which word was being withheld. With the Bahoa? 30!
I think it's been 3 stream days with no longa, so these are my obligatory 10 bits per stream.
Oh.
Boo smile.
Well, a boo smile. A boo smile. But thank you so much for the 30 bits. Thank you, Oak. I really appreciate that. There's never any obligation for the bits, but I do really appreciate it. Thank you. Okay, let's play a little bit more, and then I will read some more of the chat in just a little bit. Again, I missed you all so much. Thank you all so much for being here. I wish there was something I could do that just like, I should create an alert that is like so expensive that only I can do it. And it's just like some graphic or animation that just says, thank you all, you are all amazing. Because like, thank you, I've missed you all so much. So thank you all so much for being here. I really, really appreciate it. I do always like in the back of my head, low-key kind of worry, what if everybody suddenly realizes that there are plenty of other things that they could spend their time doing instead of watching me. So thank you all so much for being here and for your patience while I had to cancel so many streams while I was sick with COVID. Hey Nick, look at that cute vintage radio. Radio? Oh, that thing over there under the stuffed bull's head. I'm gonna take a closer look. Well, crash! I thought I told you to settle down. Wait, what was that? There was like there's some on the ground I didn't notice before. It looked like a credit card or something. I'm sorry. Not to worry. Oh, he has a new one. Oh, wait, no, he's gonna fix it with his shoulder. Okay, that's what his shoulder does. You know how some people, that if they act really tough and kind of full of themselves and stubborn, you say they have a chip on their shoulder? This guy does, literally. He has like a computer chip on his shoulder. Wow, that little mech fixed it right up. See, there's like a little card there, right down there. I am not only the butler, but I am also Sprocket Aviation's repair department director. One might say that patching things up is my specialty. That was incredible! What is that little doohickey on your shoulder anyway? Is it a hickey on your shoulder? You want me to do a hickey on your shoulder? I'm in love with you. It is my fixer-upper. Fixer-upper. Okay, that's cute, because that, I could see someone like naming an actual thing in real life that. It's my fixer-upper shoulder mech. Master Soren made it for me. It has too many features and functions to effectively enumerate at the moment, though. That is so cool! I wish I had one of those. I will kill you and I'll take it. But I love you, but I want to kill you. Fixing things is a simple matter. But fixing people is a different matter. Even a skilled physician can't bring back the dead. Click. Oh, but forgive me. I seem to have gotten sidetracked. Yeah, we're supposed to ask him questions. We shouldn't dawdle. He must be in shock over Mr. Gloomsbury's death. Still, I do need to ask him some questions about the case. I should take a look around and see what I can find out while I'm here too. Okay, so we're gonna first present everything to him and then examine everything. I should read some more in the chat though. Nora said, my reaction to ... that in the camp out. I'm hating on Yosuke, even though Chie and Yukiko's swimsuits were cute. I still hope Yosuke dies in a hole. And said, yes, I finished the camp out. Brian says, have you looked at the new Marvel game that's basically Overwatch but better? I've seen that, but also I'm not interested in Overwatch games, so I don't think I will ever play it. It seems like that'd be right up your alley, Brian. Are you gonna be playing it? Vex, how you doing? Said, I'm here now. Hi, Vex, how are you? Oak says, hey, Longa, we missed you very much while you're gone. Hope you're feeling better. And yes, that was TTS'd earlier. There we go. Oak says, dang, I don't think my sub message went through. Oh, that was a sub message. It did eventually TTS. Magpie says, please, someone else remembers Clock King. He deserved better, to be honest. Okay, but here's the thing. Have you ever seen like what Clock King looked like in the comics, though? I mean, the Batman the Animated Series Clock King was cool. He was just like this very on-time guy with little, like his glasses, lenses looked like little clock faces and stuff. In the comics, he was like a big goofy guy with a giant clock mask and tights and things like that. So I prefer Animated Series Clock King. And Nora frowning at Oak. And Nora says, oh my gosh, Quickity said, you have this location that Pierce is talking to you, taking you to another location with a psyche lock, the detention center, then trial time. So we might be able to do that. Granted, we've done nothing tonight, and we are already a half hour into stream. And so it is entirely possible we won't get to the trial tonight, but we can certainly try. And if we fail, we'll have fun failing on our way. I should have gotten 2 glasses of cherry 7-Up. I'm already almost gone. After that, I'll have nothing but water, like peasants. Okay, so we gotta present everything. Present my badge! And what is this? Oh, just wondering if there's anything you can tell me about it. I'm afraid not. I see. Time is money, as they say, so perhaps you should learn to spend it more wisely. Right! Good advice, but his chilly attitude is giving me some serious goosebumps. Okay, Ellen's pendant. How about that? Master Soren made the Timekeeper as a symbol of their love for each other. A symbol now tainted with blood. I can only imagine how shocking this must be for Master Soren. But surely Soren believes in the woman he loves. Master Soren has the future of Sprocket Aviation to think about. He actually doesn't seem that concerned with her. Are we sure he does love her? He cannot afford to let his personal feelings affect his judgment. That's awful! Boop. You might think so, but that's the kind of responsibility he must bear. All because he's in line to be the next president, huh? Sounds like it's not going to be easy to find out how Soren really feels about anything. Okay, so what's next then? Ellen's statement! Okay, so that's what he says when he has nothing to say. Time is money, blah, blah, blah. And we shouldn't waste his time. We're just going to keep wasting it. Flying Chapel pamphlet! This incident has severely damaged the company's reputation. I expect reservations for weddings on the Flying Chapel will face an unfortunate decline. Pierce, you just lost a subordinate. Yet all you can think about is the business? I am not made of stone, I assure you. But if the company were to go under because of this incident, countless employees would lose their jobs. I see. To be honest, I wish we could have hidden this tragedy from the public. But now that it's going to trial, I suppose there is nothing to be done about it. So the fate of the company depends on this trial. This is more than I bargained for. Broken Lantern! Oh yeah, because what was it we decided that the things were called? It was like a moo corn, a unimoo, or something like that. It's what is? Oh, okay, we'll have to check in the other ones. It's a something moo. Yeah. Photo of the victim. Gloomsbury. How could he do something so deranged? It is truly a shame. As a servant, he was a cut above the rest. Mr. Gloomsbury worked under you, correct? Were there any signs that he was going to do anything like that to Ellen? No, he gave no indication whatsoever. If only I'd realized what he was up to sooner.
It was the Pegamoo smile.
Pegamoo, that's what it was, because there's a Pegasus that's a cow. Pegamoo! Pegamoo! Which also sounds like a potentially gross sex act, but in this case is just an adorable abomination to nature. Pegamoo, thank you so much, Magpie, for the 10 bits. I gotta read some more of the chat. Nora says, money. Oak says, you forgot, Yosuke homophobia. Queekita said, better vomit than any other thing from the old drunk man. I mean, I guess that's true, Queekita. Queekita said, what is this, London? Oak said, and Chie and Yukio fed you poison. Then Oak says to Queekita, I mean, I'd say any bodily fluids from this specific old drunk man is bad. Yeah, anything from Morioka, even if of a non-fluid consistency, is gonna be bad. Nora said, Chie killed Kanji. Chie definitely killed Kanji. Me from when Chie tried to hide the fact that she knocked Kanji unconscious. Oak says, save me, Logan, Maya voice. Queekita said, I have never seen this location in my life. I should have visually checked this case out, lol. And there's Oak with that infamous code 253. And Nora says to Oak, like mothers, like daughter. This is proof that Chie and Yukiko are my parents, and in parentheses. And Oak says, at least you wouldn't mix kimchi and mint chocolate in your curry. Anything is better than them. Is that what they put together? I've never had kimchi, but I hear it's very potent. Okay, let's keep going. I see. Gloomsbury note. Okay, so this is the same thing as when we showed the picture of Gloomsbury's body. We show the note and he says that, okay. Has nothing to say about the fog machine. How many more things do we have? Have we expanded onto the second page yet? Yes, 2 things. Oh yeah, that's right. Larry's business card wallet. Nothing to say. And the last one is, after that, the timekeeper. Master Soren made the timekeeper as a symbol of their love for each other. A symbol, okay, this is what he said when we looked at the pendant with the cog on it, because I guess they're part of the same thing. Nora says, ... said, what if I do? Queekita said, only thing I know, the story, the general art of each character, the name facts. What I don't know, there are other sprites and location images, so there'll be some new stuff for you. I'm glad about that. Let's explore here. I want to look at, oh, wait, I can't click on photographer man? What about maid lady? No? What about sipper lady? Oh, yeah, there's a photo. That looks important. It's very, like, detailed compared to everything else. Hey, Nick! Now here's a real lady! What, huh?
They specifically mentioned while shopping that they were just getting what felt right and they both liked kimchi and mint chocolate, so surely they would go together well in curry, right? Boo.
Ah!
Bee. Booby.
Boobies. Thank you very much for the 10 bits. Okay, I appreciate that. I'm pretty sure I must have talked about this on stream when I was doing my Persona 4 streams, but I totally relate to that, like when I was in elementary school. I feel like by the time I was a teenager, I realized that just because you like 2 things, they don't necessarily go together. But I remember like at one point, and when I was a kid in elementary school, I combined, and I thought I was a genius for this. I'm like, hey, you know what I love? I love cheddar cheese, grape jelly, and cinnamon sugar. You know what I bet goes together really, really well? Cheddar cheese, grape jelly, and cinnamon sugar. So I remember I took like a big old thick slice of cheddar cheese, smeared a layer of grape jelly all over it, sprinkled a thick layer of cinnamon sugar. I'm like, oh, this is gonna be amazing. It was not amazing. It was very, very disgusting. In fact, please never try that yourself. I think the main problem was that the cinnamon sugar didn't go well with the grape jelly. And the cheese was just an innocent bystander that had gotten dragged into that whole thing. Okay. Hey, Nick, now here's a real lady. So this is a new character we're gonna meet, yeah? Well, she's got short hair, but she also, I don't know, there's something missing from her face. Doesn't seem as cheerful as she ought to be. I mean, she's smiling. I mean, she's not like, there's something missing here. I do like this kind of wire sculpture of an airplane. That's neat. Oh, and she has the same, that's the same pocket watch as, what's his face that we just met, as Persnickety Man. She looks as smart as a whip, doesn't she? I wonder who she is. We didn't see her on the airship. I guess maybe is that it could be Ellen and maybe she dyed her hair? Because the hairstyle looked kind of similar. Maybe not actually. I guess, yeah, hers is part in the middle. I was wrong. Oh, here we go. That is Selena Sprocket, Soren's elder sister. Beautiful and capable, she was a great lady. Soren's sister? I think I see the resemblance. Maybe I'll show Pierce this photo later and ask him about her. Selena Sprocket photo added to the court record. A photo of Soren's older sister, Selena. It looks like it was taken in some kind of office. Okay, can we click the other stuff on the wall, like this big propeller blade spinny thing? Nick! Look at that airplane propeller up there going round and round and round and round. I see they've got an aviation theme going on. It makes sense for an airline family. I wonder if it doubles as a fan. What if the rest of the plane were on the other side of that wall? Oh, is she the type of person who thinks when there's like an animal head on the wall, like this bull over here, the rest of the body is just in the other room and he's not dead? And the wall would open up so the plane could take off in an emergency. How cool would that be? If that's what's behind the propeller wall, then what's behind the bull wall across the way? It's like I was saying, but nothing because he's been decapitated. Well, I know, maybe it's the rest of him. That must be where the Sprockets get their milk. Phoenix, if you're drinking the white liquid that comes out of a bull, that is not milk. That is not milk. I am so sorry, Phoenix. Nick! Nick, that's really gross. What have you been drinking? Okay, first of all, that's a beef cow. Second, bulls don't make milk. What have you been putting on your cereal in the morning, Nick? Oh, right. That's what I get for trying to play along. Okay, even Maya knew that that's not what you drink. Okay, there's an old-timey camera with some old-timey daguerreotypes. Oh, are those pictures of the wedding reception? Yes, I took them with my trusty camera here. Do you mind if we have a look at that photo? Be my guest. Take as long as you take as long of a look as you'd like. Long a look you like. Oh, the fog machine effect is actually pretty cool. Okay, so we have Soren and we have Ellen. They look very stern. We have Persnickety Man back here. I can't believe I still don't remember his first. Pierce, that's right. Pierce Persnickety. We can see what type of Pegamoo it was behind them. And just generic looking people kind of applauding all around. Well, what do you think of this gorgeous dreamscape? A thick fog billows across the room, making it look as if the couple were walking on clouds. Wow, look how beautiful Ellen is here. She looks a little nervous, though. She does, doesn't she? Hey, look, there's Pierce. Really, where? Right there, behind the sweetheart table. Hey, you're right. I bet he was there attending to the happy couple the whole dinner. So that's gonna be, I guess, important for establishing alibis or something? We also gotta figure out like which version of the reception that was, because they did it twice to trick Ellen into thinking it was time travel, yeah? Let's see, Nora said, anyways. Quick said, oh, and the breakdown too, I guess, because every AA game has a breakdown video on YouTube. Oh, so you've watched those then. Moonlight said, hi, Logan, hour mark 27. Also, in that case, I am less than 20 minutes behind. I am doing good. How you doing, Moonlight? How was work? Nora said, we also met a cheating, that's auto-modded, lady whose boyfriend threatened to rip off my head and spit in my neck, as happens sometimes. Nora says, oh, my message is being checked by mod. Said, was it the word? No, that was the word. Quickly to say, the first great Ace Attorney game came out between Dual Destinies and Spirit of Justice, I think. Let me check the holy wiki. Nora said, it was the Predator word. Magpie says, but the Great Ace Attorney Chronicles is set in 1900-ish. Okay, so that's what I was wondering. So 1900. So, wait, 1900s-ish? For some reason, I thought it would have been 1800s. So it's like 20th century, really? Quiggity said, yep, it came out between AA5 and AA6. Nora said, pedometer, but without the meter. Quiggity said, AA2 came after Spirit of Justice, so they were really deep in the London old-timey scene at the time. I need a sip of my drink, and then we will get back into the game here. I'm sorry that I'm still so far behind with everything. So what do you think, Nick? Does anything in this photo stick out at you? No, not at the moment anyway. Photo of reception added to the court record. A photo of the reception taken by a relative. Much of the reception hall is obscured by thick fog. Okay, so possible important things. There could be evidence on the floor that you cannot see because of the fog. I also think that which version of the reception this is could be important because, like I said, I don't think she actually traveled back in time and repeated the reception. I think that they did it twice to trick her. Hey, Nick, if Ellen really did travel back in time, do you think this photo is of the second reception? You know, after the time jump. Okay, Maya is asking the good questions. Credit to Maya. Huh, I wonder. Excuse me, sir. Yes, can I help you? Ellen told us she traveled back in time. Would you happen to know anything about that? No, death, I have died. I'm so sorry, I am now dead, and I cannot answer your questions. I haven't the foggiest idea what you're talking about. He clammed up faster than a clam. Okay, there's the thing on the ground, that's gonna be important. Check everything else first, though. Okay, the chandelier. No, we look at the flowers. Oh, bouquet! Oh, it's the bridal bouquet. Hey, Nick, how about I throw it? And you try to catch it. If I catch it, that means I'm the next to get married, right? That's the rule. That is the rule. If any of you want to throw a bouquet to me, I'm going to catch the crap out of that, and I'm going to get married. Why me? Just because. I bet you look hilarious flailing around trying to grab it. You are desperate and lonely. But doesn't tradition dictate that it's the ladies that go after the bouquet? Oh, that's right. The groom throws the bouquet. Oh wait, no. Sorry, no. The bride throws a bouquet for the ladies to catch. The groom throws the garter that he pulls off of the bride's leg, right? And that's what the guys try to catch, the garter. Who cares? Just catch it! Here! Ow! Hey! Who threw that right at my face? Oh, you don't want to catch that bouquet, trust me. Why not? It's covered in deadly pesticide. It would kill you if it came in contact with your skin. They say it's bad luck to catch the bouquet of a marriage that doesn't last. It is? But I already caught it. Whoops, too late now, huh, Nick? Poor Phoenix. Poor Fifi. Poor Papa Fifi. Don't you dare touch that radio again. It looks like an expensive antique. What are you worried about? If it breaks again, Pierce will just fix it up again. No consequences. I really hope he's nice enough to waive the repair bill. Is that how you spell waive for waiving a bill? W-A-I-V-E? I always thought it was just W-A-V-E. Bull! A bull! I want to take a photo of this and show it to Trucy. Because a bull is just the yak of the cows. Come to think of it, there was a bull logo on the side of the Flying Chapel, too. The president of the company must have a thing for cattle! The bull is a symbol of the sprocket. It's a symbol of sprocket aviation. To be as strong and steady as a bull. That's the company creed, you know. Probably for all the back-breaking labor they put their employees through. By the way, that bull logo on the Flying Chapel, the one with the rainbow wings, huh?
Hey, Longa, I'm here to force you to be sentimental again. We all really missed you and are so happy you are feeling okay. Now these streams always brighten our days, and we really appreciate you being here with such a wonderful community. You're a very funny fellow, and we all love to be here. 3, you're not allowed to deny this. We all appreciate you. I'm sending this with beef. Longa, because it's more bits. And I love his funny voice. Anyways, boo.
Ah! That was the most coherent and sober I think Beef Longa has sounded in a long time. He was just chatty. He wasn't even slow. It wasn't like, I'm Beef. He was just talking like this. Just a little beef Longa. Hey, want to let you know. It's nice to have you here. We've missed y'all. That was okay. So Beef, I guess he understood the assignment of just being actually sincere and genuine. So thank you so much for that. That was Oak. Oh, and that was with bits. That was with 50 bits. Thank you so much, Oak. Again, I have missed you guys so much. This past week, I am a germaphobe just in general. And so like ever since COVID like broke out back in 2020, I've been so paranoid about getting it. And I think that's part of why that I lasted so long without getting it. And so to finally have it, it was like, oh my gosh, this is awful. And so the past week has been a little bit miserable. Also, hang on, I gotta wipe my nose a little bit. It is still running a tiny bit, hang on. Just was muting that just in case it made any like squishy, gross noises. But thank you so much, I really appreciate that. I missed you all so much. I love and appreciate you guys. I should say that more often during streams instead of right at the very end. You guys are the best and I really, really appreciate it. Oh, and there's also, Crystal is over in YouTube. Wait, is Crystal here or in YouTube as well? Crystal saying, sounds like you're okay now. Have you recovered, Logan? Remember to breathe. I'm like 90% better. I'll have a post-nasal drip in the back of my throat for like 3 weeks. That always happens whenever I get sick. Other than that, like for the last 3 days in a row, I've taken multiple COVID tests. They've all come back negative. So I'm finally COVID-free. I'm feeling better. So thank you so much. How you doing, Crystal? Corderosa says hi, Crystal. Oh, and the two of you need to talk, Crystal. Have we mentioned that Corderosa apparently is an Alien Stage fan as well? She mentioned that earlier. Crystal says, a week without you was so boring. I'm sorry, but I missed you. Crystal said, hey-o, night bottle. Corderosa said, breathing is something I have to keep in mind. Crystal said, lol, saying, because I have a blocked nose. Said, wait, what? Who, your fave? Okay, so you guys are gonna talk about Alien Stage for a while. But Crystal, I also gotta mention this. I don't know why, but we met a new character, and when we saw him, in fact, here, when I finish this dialogue, I'll get out and show you. I want to get your opinion, because for some reason, he just felt like this is a character that Crystal would be into, I thought. By the way, that bull logo on the Flying Chapel, the one with the rainbow wings, his name is Rainy the Rainbull. Get it? That's not a great name. I get it! He's a rainbow-colored bull! So he's a rainbow, right? See, the rainbow part is great. It's rainy that I'm not crazy about. What a memorable name, Honiek! Yeah, for the lameness of the pun. But yeah, I gotta show you Crystal. So the guy that we're talking to, this guy. I don't know, maybe this just because this guy reminds me a little bit of Elliot, or at least the pictures that you've shown me of him from Stardew Valley, but I was just like, I was saying this feels like the type of character that Crystal would be into. So, okay, we still got to examine more things, though. We got with the radio, we got the bull. I think we just need to get the little card that's on the ground over here, and that'll be everything. Excuse me, but there's a card here on the floor? Well, look at, this guy, well, look at that. It's a Flying Chapel key card. The Flying Chapel? What areas on the Flying Chapel require a key card, if I may ask? Mostly areas we want to keep the public out of, such as the staff room and the hold, which is chock full of machinery. So you can't enter those areas without a key card? That's right. This one here belongs to Ellen. Wait, what's Ellen's key card doing here? Maybe it was stolen, so someone could do shenanigans in her name. Did Ellen come back here after the incident occurred? I don't believe so, and she was arrested by the police straight away this morning. Although there was a strange man with a gaudy jacket in here earlier. Larry! Was that man wearing a beret by any chance? And inexplicably blurry in my mind? Yes, he was, as a matter of fact. He was also wearing sunglasses and a fake mustache. Larry. I don't like Larry, but I do once again have to give him credit. He's got a really good character model for this. I knew it. The only question is, what was he doing here? Oh, we're not going to add that to our court record? Okay. Okay, so we're going to talk to this guy now. Let me read a few more in the chat, though. See, Oak says, also, the two bad scenes were the motorcycle babe hunting scene and the Yosuke trying to get the girls in a swimsuit and getting a drunk man vomit on everyone. Nora said, yep. Queen said, note, his German name is Bastian Mechanic. Oh, Mechanic. Oh, that's good. I like that, Mechanic. Then he should have had like a Scottish voice. Mechanic. Oak said, I always try to give at least 10 bits for every stream to show my appreciation. Well, and I appreciate it, Oak. I just want you to know it's never required. Like, I never want anyone to feel obligated to do anything like that. I really appreciate your generosity, and so thank you. But it's always just appreciated, but never obligated. Oak said, I've been working on reanimating a scene for Better Call Saul. I have 4 to 5 cuts done. If it's not a spoilery scene for anyone here who might not have seen it, can I ask which scene from Better Call Saul it is? I like that show. Oak said, I'm terrified of the last cut. It's somehow even more complicated than the 20-frame complex hand animation. I'm afraid this one might end up being like 30 frames. Magpie says, the giant props era laughing. Yeah, animated series did everything best, I think. Most things. There are a couple of things, especially when they made the changeover from animated series to the new Batman Superman Adventures. They redid all the designs. I didn't like what they did to Mr. Freeze when he became just like a frozen head in a jar with a robot body. But so much of the stuff that they did in animated series, I also do prefer Two-Face's origin in the comics over the animated series, where he got the acid splash in his face by Boss Maroni at the trial, as opposed to like half blown up by Rupert Thorne's group. But other than that, they did a lot of great stuff. Oak said, and then I still have to do the Ganga. Vex says, I'm tired but still here. Last day on steroids, which means tomorrow I can take NSAIDs again. Am I saying that right? Say yay, and I can stop shaking like a leaf. I'm sorry, I hope you get feeling better, Vex, and I hope that you're able to get through that last little bit and that the medicine will help you and make you feel better. Okay, let's talk to this guy. So we need to talk to him about these two things, and then we also are supposed to present the photo of Celine to him. Also, I should save. I just realized we were almost an hour into stream, and I have not saved once the entire night yet. I don't know how an hour has passed by, because I've done nothing but gush about how much I've missed you guys, and just am excited to see you all again. The incident! About the incident Miss Ellen was arrested for. Huh?
It shouldn't be a spoiler, really. It's the scene where Mike takes that one guy's gun when he's on that one defense job. I've already done the cut where he takes at the clip from the gun, which is some really complex hand animation, like to the point where in the original they needed a stunt double to do it.
Oh, yeah! Thank you so much for the 10 bits. Was that the one? I'm trying to remember. Wasn't it in, excuse me, I had to clear my throat. Was that the one where he was in the parking garage? And the guy went and got the other guy too, and he was just like showing what an amateur the other guy was. That show was so good. It definitely changed and evolved over its seasons, but I appreciate that. Mike Ehrmantraut, great character. Thank you for the 10 bits. About the incident Ms. Ellen was arrested for. Do you think she did it? Well, I can't prove it yet, but no, I don't think she could have done it. I guess you could call it a gut feeling? Oh. I see. I guess we have different opinions then. Oh, he thinks she did it! Do we now? I teleported back onto his face. The prosecution says that when Bloomsbury attacked Miss Ellen, she fought back and ended up killing him. I agree with this perspective. Or rather, that is the consensus of the entire Sprocket family. But this was even brought up earlier. Shouldn't that then be Like justified self-defense? Is Edgeworth hiding something from us? Even so, I heard an interesting story from Chief Prosecutor Edgeworth. I heard that the Sprocket family had tried to pressure the prosecutor's office into burying this case. I fear you are mistaken. All we sought was merely a legal consultation. Besides, none of it matters now, as she is no longer a part of this family. Did the marriage get annulled? I still don't know where in the process of marriage she is yet. Sorry, I just had a very unpleasant cough right there. Quickie said, at the very least, we're definitely doing the Psyche Lock tonight. Well, we got 2 hours left to the 3-hour mark. So hopefully we could get there, although I am taking my sweet time. Oak said, quote, we very well may not get to the trial tonight, but we can certainly try. Hey, Oak said, missed out on a prime pun opportunity. You're right. I feel shamed. Nora said, I want to draw Chie and Yukiko, but I need a reference to actually do full body drawings because I can't draw. Oak said, do it. Nora said, I'm too lazy to look for a reference on Pinterest, and when I do a reference, I feel like I'm cheating. Oak said, it's not cheating to use a reference. Drawing would be impossible without it. Here's what I think. I think learning to draw without references is close to impossible, if not outright impossible. However, I do think that the goal should be to get to the point where you can do it without references. That obviously, like, references will make it easier, but I don't know. I've just got some amazing art friends, and I think that sometimes I've seen some people when they're in the early stages of learning that they end up using it as a crutch. I think while you're learning, though, absolutely, like, use references. Like, make sure that you're actively learning, though, not just copying and tracing, that you're trying to understand, like, how it's working. But the goal is to get to the point where, yeah, you would theoretically be able to do it without references. Oak said, otherwise you wouldn't be able to remember how things look like. Every artist uses references. Nora said, what I do is find a pose reference, then put it under my drawing layer and don't trace it. I don't trace it or turn it on while drawing, but I make marks where things are to remind myself to not get the proportions messed up. And it feels like cheating, and I want to be able to actually draw. Again, I don't think that's cheating. That's helping you learn. Quickie said, we can click the people? Sadly, no. Oh, there's a bunch more over there on YouTube. I think it's mostly Crystal and Corderosa talking about Alien Stage. Corderosa says, in my case, I lose strength to breath. It feels like my lungs feel heavy for some reason. Me, it's just I talk so much I forget to breathe. Crystal said, Alien Stage mentioned let's go. I see a character that I will like. Logan. Corderosa says, Alien Stage is absolute cinema. Oh, wait, Crystal, I didn't know you could do this on YouTube. Crystal retracted a message. Well, what did you retract? Said I still want to see my guy, Till, but Logan now recognize my type. I'm men. And Cordero said Larry would give my whole life for true love. My homie has a difficult single life. I miss him. Crystal said Pierce is piercing my heart with that dang monocle. Remove it. Laughing, I completely agree. Crystal says Corderosa. So is that what women like when you remove a monocle? Fortunately for us, they had yet to get their marriage license before holding the banquet. Okay, so now we finally know the order of operations here. So basically, once they realized they couldn't sway the prosecution, they cut her loose. I realize how callous I must sound. Here's the downside, Crystal, is that this guy might be a murderer. So... But my duty... duty! I'm over in the kingdom of Karain and I can still hear it! Duty! Is to protect the Sprocket family, and more specifically, Sprocket Aviation's future Landmaster Soren, whose genius is essential to the company. I will do anything to achieve that goal. That is my job as the Sprocket family butler. I do really like the character type of the super loyal and effective butler. I can't remember if I mentioned this before, but you know how, of course, Disney especially is doing all these live action remakes and adaptations and things like that. And I'm convinced that the primary market for those is Hollywood itself. It's for the actors to say, like, I played Mufasa or whatever character, that was originally, James Earl Jones. And although I think did he do the voice of it in the live action? Although there's the new Mufasa prequel. But anyway, I'm mostly against these live-action reboots and remakes and adaptations and things like that. But there is one adaptation, live-action, remake, whatever, that Disney has said they're working on, that there is a character I would love to play so much. I think I mentioned before, it's from Gargoyles. Owen, Xanatos' butler. I would just, oh my gosh. I don't know why. It's not even like a role where you do fun things, but I just love Owen. I would love to be Owen so much. You know, I think Pierce and Mr. Edgeworth would get along really well, don't you think? Stop shipping them, Maya. Phoenix doesn't have many options. Yeah, I could easily picture Edgeworth with a butler. Oh, and by the way, I suppose I should tell you about this as well. It's about when the members of the extended family and I discovered the crime. Okay, let's talk about time travel first. Did Ellen say anything to you about traveling through time? Don't mind me, just whipping this out. She must have been delirious. There is no need to take such a claim seriously. Soren himself said the time travel was possible, though. Oh. Master Soren said that. It sounds like he is still stuck in the past. He's psychologically stuck, I take it. So I wonder if maybe something tragic happened in Soren's past, and that's why he wants time travel to be possible, so he can go back in time and like change something. Like maybe a family member of his died. We see his older sister over there. Maybe she's already dead, because we haven't talked to Pierce about her. Maybe Selena Sprocket is deceased. Ring, 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 ring. You gonna answer it, bro? That's not Phoenix's. Phoenix's is the Steel Samurai. I know it's probably rude to talk on the phone in front of someone, but answer it. Or at least silence it to go to voicemail. Do you have voicemail turned off? Why is it still ringing? Answer your phone. Answer it.
Answer it. Answer it. Answer your phone. Answer your phone, Pierce. Answer your phone.
Excuse me. Boop. Moshi Moshi. What is it? Oh, I see. I believe I told you the madame will be having milk tea. Yes, not from the bowl. We've established the bowls do not give milk. Still have lemon slices at the ready, just in case. We must not disappoint her, understand? Okay, so maybe Selena isn't dead. Maybe she's bedridden and is having, like, tea brought to her. You sure are busy. All in a day's work. Still, we really do need Master Soren to start focusing on the business side of things soon. Could you tell me about that thing you mentioned about Soren's past? There is something in Master Soren's past that he wishes he could change. See? It's probably gonna be Selena. Please, forgive me. This isn't something I should be sharing with strangers. Now I really want to know what Soren's still hung up on. I gotta read some more of the chat. Let me have a little sip of my drink and I'll read some chat. Let's see, Kugita says shame. Oak does the duty command. Nora says, oh no! Oak said it sounds great. Longa, bro, might be Chie and Yukiko. Magpie says, I made the mistake of making a cheese sandwich with like almost every condiment in my fridge mixed together. I didn't get the taste off my tongue for the rest of the day. It was very bad. You would think that cheese would make up for all of it, but no. The power of cheese only goes so far. Oak says, I mean, to be fair, most burger sauces are just every condiment mixed together. My favorite is the Big Mac sauce. I mean, it's kind of like Thousand Island dressing, but I feel like there's like a little something different to it. Let's see. Kukita said, Logan makes a theory while a character is saying the character's name. Classic. Kukita says, Selena's Japanese name is Hikari Haguruma. Haguruma comes from Haguruma, which means gear, referencing her brother's job as an engineer and her steampunk-esque aesthetic. Hikari means light in Japanese, which connects to her brother's name, Raito, which is the Japanese pronunciation of the English word light. Okay, so there's some real balance, some parallels there. Oak says, like most legit burger sauces are just ketchup, mayo, relish, and sometimes even mustard. Just different ratios. Nora smiling, and smile disappears and goes to thinking. Oak said, Phoenix, please stop drinking that. Oak says, I'm amazed I didn't get auto-modded. I'm amazed too, actually. Nora said, also, Logan missed my auto-modded message. Said, wait, maybe he hasn't read chat in so long. I have really bad short-term memory. Oh, there's a clip. There's a clip in the chat. Hang on. We need to load this up on the clip viewer. If anyone is over there on YouTube and lurking here or elsewhere, if you don't know the drill, when someone posts a link in the chat, we got to load it up on the clip viewer so we can all watch it together. And this will also help me know how far behind I am because this is clipped 26 minutes ago. And it's, oh crap, it's titled, oh, this got clipped, really? It's titled, Phoenix drinks the wrong white liquid. Do we really have to relive this? Well, I know, maybe it's the rest of him. That must be where the sprockets get their milk. Phoenix, if you're drinking the white liquid that comes out of a bull, no, that is not milk. That is not milk. I am so sorry, Phoenix. Nick, that's really gross. What have you been drinking? Okay, first of all, that's a beef cow. Second, bulls don't make milk. What have you been putting on your cereal in the morning, Nick? Well, I know, maybe it's okay, thank you for the clip, but I think we can now very safely file that one away and not think about the implications of what happened in that clip. We're just gonna move on. Nora said, oh, okay, he got to it. Magpie says, it's like 1899 to 1901-ish, literally 1900-ish. Moonlight says, no work this week. I'm sick. No, Moonlight, I'm just barely having gotten over COVID from last week. Get feeling better, Moonlight. Oak says, we forgive you, Longa. Quigata said, we know it's an old era for sure, but it's a weird one to pick out. Said Logan, that dying excuse choke was funny, but counterpoint, Maya can channel. Oh, there we go. Nora said, break the gender norms, Nick. Maya. Quigata says, salute to the right worth ship, I guess. Nora said, no, right worth. Don't worry, Phoenix, you're still gonna marry Miles. Oak says, yes, wave, like waiver, that does make more sense. And Oak said, yeah, it's wave. I'm not good at spelling. Let's read one more comment, we'll get back in the game. Nora said, Chapel Rowan, Pink Pony Club. I'm gonna get on dancing at the Pink Pony Club. Is Chappelle Rowan, is that the one who did that Hot to Go song that Nora is always going on about so much? And over in the chat, let's see. Crystal is saying, you can completely delete a comment laughing. I was just a typo laughing. I know he gives me a catchy vibes, but less psycho. Well, if he's a murderer, maybe we'll dig deep and find his inner psycho. Cordero says, I'll try to catch Sunday on the Honkai Star Rail. I'll be back in a bit. We'll see when you get back. Cordero, enjoy your Honkai Star Rail discovering the crime. It was some time after the reception. Some of the master's relatives and I went to clean up the reception hall, and that is when we saw it. Ooh, do we get a full-on video? A woman standing in front of the victim with the bloody murder weapon in her hand. It was none other than Miss Ellen. Okay, that means she found the body. Doesn't mean she did the killing. But Pierce, it wasn't what it looked like. That's right! She just happened to find the body! I do not know what Miss Ellen has told you, but what we witnessed was unmistakably the moment immediately after the deed had been committed. And that is what I told the police who came in response to my call. I see. So Pierce was the one who reported it to the police, huh? So he'll definitely be testifying. Okay, so now we need to present our new stuff. Before we do the Selena Sprocket photo, I want to present this. This incident has severely damaged the company's reputation. I expect, oh, okay, we had this already commented before, I think when we showed the pamphlet for the wedding chapel. So now we gotta show Selena Sprocket. We're gonna find out, I think, really quickly if my makeshift last minute theory is correct and that she was either killed or paralyzed or something like that. And that saving her life and or fixing her is what Soren wanted to be able to go back in time to do. Pierce, the woman in this photo is Soren's older sister, Selena, right? I don't think we've met her yet. Oh, okay, he's gonna be like, nope, she dead. Yes, about that. He seems hesitant all of a sudden. if you wouldn't mind, could you tell us about her? All right. Very well. She's a big part of Master Soren's past. After all, not his present nor his future. Soren's past. Okay, this is how we do it. Soren's past. Master Soren will become the next president of Sprocket Aviation. However, that wasn't always so. Ms. Selena Sprocket, Master Soren's elder sister, was next in line. See? Past tense. Oh, there's Vero in the chat posting a pinned message saying Pierce is what Hugh O'Connor wished to be. Maybe we should have given him a Scottish accent. We can test drive it here. Miss Selena Sprocket, Master Soren's older sister, was next in line. I don't like that sort of thing. Maybe not, but how you doing, Vero? Vero, how was your nap? Did you get enough sleep? Welcome! Vero, we've missed you. Thank you for being here, Vero! Once we get some music going back on, I'll read some more in the chat. Miss Selena Sprocket, Master Soren's elder sister, was next in line. So why isn't she becoming the next president? Also, I'm noticing she has a wedding ring on. Maybe she was married to someone. Was she married to Gloomsbury? Because she died in a car accident. Driving along and accidentally hit some hobo-looking former lawyer, maybe a pianist with a T, knocked him into a noodle stand, and she died. Nobody checked on her because she was not an important character yet. Nora said, I love that. Oak says, I love you, Beef. Cookie said, ironically, Logan, I need the captions to understand Beef, lol. Nora said, we heart Beef. Cookie said, but yee, kudos. Crystal says, yippee. Oak said, I still haven't gotten COVID because I'm terrified of spreading it to my parents. See, that's what I am most scared of. And so that's why, like, I self-isolated for the past week like y'all would not believe. And because, like, really, I always figured, like, if I get it, it's not a big deal. I don't have any of the risk factors of age or health issues or anything like that, but I would worry about passing it on to my mom. Quickie said, oh yeah, Logan, would you rather be a cool dragon? Oh, is this a would you rather? A cool dragon fighter Digimon. Oh, it's for naming a Digimon who becomes a cyborg eventually, or a mecha dragon Digimon to name after you. I mean, I haven't decided who to name you after, but I would like to know your thoughts. Could you post like compared like pictures of each of them in Discord? Because they both sound cool, like cyborg eventually or a mecha dragon. Can I see pictures? Oak said they're both very old. You see, yeah, that's like the same. I am the youngest in my family by far, and so yeah. My dad had passed away a few years back, but my mom is a bit older. There's like an age gap between her and my dad, so she was young. But anyway. Oak says, hold on, give me a minute, I have to do my Duolingo. Quickie said, I bet the pun was better in Japanese for rainbow. Oh, there's a pin message. Vero pinned Vera's message saying, isn't awkward for the guy in the background to slip away from overhearing this conversation. He's like, let me just pretend to clean the camera and hope they're not paying attention to me. I gotta hear this. Being all sneaky like that. Well, it depends on what the goal is. Would the goal be for them to sneak in closer to hear the gossip and the drama, or to sneak away from the awkwardness? Hang on, I really gotta blow my nose. I'm gonna mute the microphone for 1 second. This will be really gross, gonna go off screen, but it's been bugging me for like the last 10, 15 minutes. Hang on 1 second. Okay, I'm back. Now I gotta check and make sure I don't have any, like, dangling boogies coming out of my nose or something. I think I'm good, and thank you all for your patience as I'm sick, because I'm still not quite up to 100%. I've noticed when I rewatch VODs, when it's shortly after I got sick, I can tell, like, my voice just sounds not quite as energetic as it used to be. And let's see, Crystal was saying, laughing, Larry said, who is this fine babe? Oak said, fake mustaches are great fashion accessories. They are a crucial part of my daily wardrobe. Nora said, Crystal, hi, I'm sorry I didn't notice you were here. I'm playing Stardew right now. And Magpie says, listen, we don't gotta talk about the head in a jar face for Freeze. Fortunately, like, Batman Beyond fixed it and got him back to being, like, awesome again. But that season, and like, some of the character design changes. Anyway, yeah, actually, that's a whole other conversation. I should focus on the task at hand and this game. A woman died, and I'm talking about severed heads in jars because she died in a car accident. What? I had no idea. Actually, Master Soren was also in the car with her at the time of the accident. Is that why he doesn't talk very much? Was he, like, traumatized or something? Losing the sister he loved right before his eyes devastated him. But if she was married, she has a wedding ring, maybe her husband resents Soren for becoming the next in line. Like, the husband feels like, I was married to the older sister, I should be in charge of Sprocket now. Ever since then, he has buried himself in his research on time machines. He also became a quiet and meticulous, almost compulsive note-taker around then. He seems so stiff and robotic. I had no idea he was carrying all that around inside him. Master Soren has abandoned the company business and spends all his time on inventions. As the family butler, I am truly concerned. I believe it is high time he let go of the past. Is this... Okay, someone's calling Nick, so it's got... Is this Larry? Hey, Nick, what are you doing here? Did he come to the Sprocket family home? No! Larry! Oh, man. Edgy gave me a heck of a hard time. Larry, what are you doing here? I came to promote my new character, Q-Piglet. I was hoping Sprocket Aviation would do some kind of tie-in with me for it. Wow, I didn't know Larry was such an aggressive businessman. I could learn a thing or two from him, Nick. Why don't you promote your agency to them? Now's not exactly the time for that, in case you haven't noticed. See? This is why you'll never be rich. Actually, Larry, I've been meaning to ask you something. You were there in the Flying Chapel yesterday, right? Huh? What was I? What were you doing there? Oh, is this gonna be where the Psyche locks? Quick 80 said we're gonna have Psyche locks. Nothing. Whatever it was, I bet it wasn't anything to be proud of, but never mind that. Maybe he messed up the Pegamoo and that's why there was the wrong one there. Did you see anything that had to do with the case? Scratch that. Let's start with, you weren't involved in this case, were you? Larry? Run away! Hey, he took off! I just knew it. When something smells, it's usually the butts. Come on, Maya, after him! Oh, are you leaving so soon? We have to run and murder my childhood friend. Thank you for making time for us. I know you have to investigate, but please try to spare the family's feelings as you do. Yes, of course! Can we present anything new to him before we go? No, we already presented everything, so I think we're done. Yeah, let's move. So are we chasing Larry to the mooring dock? I'm getting, because this is outside, but this isn't outside there. September 21st, Sprocket Park, mooring dock. There he is! Hey, Larry! Or would he just have appeared wherever we went? Hey there, friend! Fancy meeting you here. There's nothing fancy about it. All we did was follow you. So tell me, Larry, why did you run away like that? Me? I don't know what you're talking about. A bolt of inspiration for my new picture book hit me and I had to run is all. It was like a cupiphany. You dig? Right. He's just gonna keep on playing dumb, isn't he, Nick? Oh, Maya. You don't understand. He really is dumb. All right. So do we gotta talk to him or do we gotta present things? Let's see if there's anything new to examine here. We've already searched here, but it never hurts to take on. No, okay, nothing new. Let's try presenting stuff to him first, then we'll talk to him. to the reception. Sorry, this is a gross cough I did. My apologies. Oh, and I see you over there, Crystal saying to Corderosa over on YouTube. Hope you get the Depressed Man Sunday, Rosa. In Hong Kong? Is that what you want to get, Depressed Man? Do you really think you can prove Ellie's innocence with that? I knew it. You wouldn't need to conduct an investigation. If I knew okay, this is what we said before. Now look at the evidence, Larry. Can you tell me anything about it? Nope, sorry. Can't think of a thing. Good thing I have low expectations from the start then. That's what he says when he has nothing to say. Whoa! Who is she? Who is this lovely vision? I'm sorry, Larry, she's already dead. I don't care. You don't know what kind of crazy crap I'm willing to do to satisfy my needs. Larry! This is Soren's older sister. She died in a car accident. No! How could such a beautiful flame have been snuffed out like that? If she were alive today, I bet I could have made her happy. She also has a wedding ring on. Let me read some more in the chat, though. Oak says, it was in the Pimento episode, yeah, in the parking garage. Vex says, feeling largely better minus achiness. The steroids are doing their job and getting rid of most of the inflammation. Oak says, have you finished season 6? Are you talking to me about Better Call Saul? I've seen like the whole series of Better Call Saul. Vera said, slept in, but I'm here. Welcome, Vero! You probably needed the extra sleep. I'm just happy to have you, though. Nora said, I started playing Stardew with my mom recently, and then saying, Vero! Oak says, I think I remember you saying you haven't seen season 6 yet. What show are we talking about? Oak says, puzzles! Vera said, hello guys, missed you. Quickly said, puzzles. Vera says, hi. Nora said, and I told my mom Haley was my favorite character, but she has no knowledge I'm married to her in my other save. Oak said, you need to see season 6, the best season, so peak. Says, I love that everyone calls puzzles something different. And say, meet Pierce. He's a fun guy so far. Says Queen Katie. Oak says it's either puzzles or puzzle or Vero. Vera says, the name Vero shall never leave my legacy. Well, it's because when we first met you, your name was Vero, my beloved. I actually don't think I ever found out what Vero was a reference to. Was Vero a character from something else? Magpie says, I don't think you go to the prosecution for a legal consultation. Vera said, Pierce is pretty. Oak said, when I only knew you from watching P3 VODs, I thought it was Vera. Vero says, la, Vera is a new one. Oak said, and with Rukov, I thought it was spelled either Rukov or Root Cop, because captions kept spelling it weird and I didn't know which one it was. Magpie said, well, actually, Oak, I should ask you, since you like watched all those VODs, do you get a feeling for like who all the characters are in the community and everything? Magpie says, it's never cheating to use a reference. All the best artists use references. Oak says, I got Queen Katie right though. And Oak says, Root Cop is an amazing name. You know, maybe one of these days, because Rukov has a number of alternate accounts. Maybe one of these days, if Rukov starts streaming again, someone should make a Root Cop alternate account. Anyway, let's play some more. If she were alive today, I bet I could have made her happy. That's funny. I thought you were in love with Ellen. Don't get me wrong, Nick. I have no morals. I just want to make all the pretty ladies of this world happy, that's all. I think you're the one who's getting it wrong. Okay, what about Timekeeper? You really? Okay, so this is what he says when he has nothing to say. But yeah, because I think this. Oh, we need to show him the business card wallet. We'll come back to that at the end. Do you really think? Okay, nothing to say. So after that was Gloomsbury Note. My guess is he's not gonna have anything to say about anything except for like the wallet. Photo of victim. Nothing. He doesn't even bat an eye at a picture of a dead. I feel like if my buddy showed me a photo of a dead body, even if I didn't like have any pertinent information to share about the case, I would be very disturbed by that. Flying Chapel. And Ellen's statement, and then the other stuff I think we've already shown him before, yeah? I'm pretty sure we showed him our attorney's badge at the beginning, right? Yeah. Yeah. Okay, so let's try to, because we even saw this. Let's try and see how many things he has to talk about. Yeah, what you saw on the airship. So let's first try to present the wallet to him. Wallet! I found this in the reception hall. Say, that is a pretty stylish wallet, ain't it? Have you ever seen it before? No. I'll take that as a yes. Which means he must be trying to hide something from me. I don't know anything about the wallet. I'll just have to ask him about that. Ask about it later, whatever. Okay, so we gotta talk about things first. Talk. What you saw on the airship? Come on, Larry. I know you were on that airship. What did you see? I didn't see anything. I didn't see anything because I was never on that stupid airship. Oh, and we're gonna present the wallet as evidence to break his psyche lock.
Yeah, I watched like 10 VODs probably before actually coming to the streams, and I started recognizing the people in chat. Crystal, Root Cop, Vera, Queen, Katie, Nor sometimes, Magpie, Clam, Extemporaneous, etc. I was very wrong.
Very wrong on how some of you actually are, and how your names were spelled. Pause. Boo. Ah! But thank you very much for the 10 bits. See, that actually makes me happy that a VOD watcher can get to know all the various community members. I guess that's just one of the various benefits to reading every comment in chat. Quickity said also, we might get, oh, and thank you for the 10 bits in case I didn't say it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Quickity said also, we might get a Psyche Lock tonight. That's gonna be really fun. We made it, we got here, Quickity. Magpie says, tracing is something you need to be cautious about, but using reference is something even the masters do. Never feel bad about it. Nora said, how to get good at drawing. Vera said, consistently, to be honest. Oak said, root copying a mod really fits the mod title. Nora said, can you give me your drawers, powers, little pulls? Oak says, I think the best way is to designate specific practice drawings, like drawing to practice and not to make finished pieces. Nora says, interesting. Oak said, that way you can trace things and study without the feeling like you were cheating, because the purpose is to trace and study art you like, not to make a finished piece. And then Nora says, duty, command. Vera says, oh my gosh, she heard that. Oh, yeah, she's got good ears over there, that Rafa. Nora said, I can try this weekend. Yo, Oak said that. And to find tutorials online, Nora said, Logan, updated Discord messages. I think I updated a few of the auto messages. Be impressed. Be proud of me. Oh crap, but because I've been sick, I didn't change the schedule command. So I'm just gonna, before anybody realizes that I haven't updated the schedule command, I'm just gonna sneak right over there. And you guys aren't even gonna notice. You guys have no idea that I'm doing this, even though it's moving very, very slowly. And I'm just gonna pop over there, in commands. And I want the schedule command. Crap, this is gonna take a long time to edit, isn't it? Because what's this week? Is for the week of, we want December, what is it? Today's the 5th, the 2nd. Through December, what would be the 9th, I think? 9th. And I'm gonna type this here. And there, I don't know if I got it right, but it is updated now. I should play some game. Psyche locks. You say something? The spiritual power of this Magatama allows me to see these mystical locks that appear when someone is trying to hide something from me. But only like in real life and like very sporadically on the stand. People lie to Phoenix all the time. Oh, and there's a poll. What's your favorite AA related running bit? Maya Faye Brat Summer. I don't know if that can count as a running bit because we made a joke about it once. I think for a runner it needs to happen like at least 2 or 3 times. Pearl joined a gang. You're a goner, duty, haha, duty, and hubbub, hubbub, hubbub. Oh, these are like all really good choices. I don't know who or what to vote for. But go ahead and cast your votes, y'all. Oak says, I love Cynic's design. If you want to do a more painterly style, he is an incredible YouTuber for learning art. Nora said, it doesn't say finally anymore because he's had it for like 300 years. Yes, I made that little update, so yeah. They're called Psyche Locks, and when I see them, I simply present the Magatama R to try my hand at breaking them. If I can unlock them, I'm sure to finally get a straight answer out of him. Okay, let's save also, though, before we do this. Even though we can't lose hit points, it's just a good idea. We're like halfway through the stream tonight, and I've only saved once so far. And, all right, so, Psyche Locks. Because, I mean, we've gone very linear here. We've got to have all the evidence for these Psyche Locks, right? Got nothing else to do. What Larry is hiding. This is no time for games, Larry. I will find out what you're hiding. I'm telling you, Nick, you've got it all wrong. I've got nothing to do with this case whatsoever. Wouldn't it be great if Larry ended up being the murderer? And then he comes back just to be like sent away and executed so that we never have to see him again? That'd be nice. Oh, come on, Larry. Even a baby could see through such a blatant and obvious lie. Nothing whatsoever, huh? If you weren't involved, Larry, then you wouldn't have been involved with this person. Ellen? I guess?
Take that!
You're the one who brought Ellen to my office in the first place. And all those cops? Nothing to do with the case whatsoever. Isn't gonna cut it this time, Larry. If you have to lie, at least do a better job of it. Whoa, something broke inside of me. Don't diss me, Nick. You're so convinced I'm lying, then let me ask you this. What makes you think I was on that stupid old airship anyway? Let me see some proof if you've got any. Doubling down, are you? Fine. You want proof, Larry? Here's proof that you were on that airship. This is the easiest psyche lock ever.
Take that!
I mean, it's Larry, so I shouldn't be surprised. Uh-oh. This is your business card wallet, isn't it, Larry? I found it in the reception hall. Gah! Time to come clean, Larry Butts. Clean your butt. What exactly are you hiding in that butt of yours? Ah! All right, fine, you got me. I'll tell you everything. Ah! Unlock successful. Yay. Oak said, and even if you aren't going for painterly stuff, he has some real good anatomy tutorials. North said, ooh, okay, can you send me that name because I'll forget? Magpie says, okay, we'd love to see a Gargoyles reboot, if only because I want Disney to remember Gargoyles exists. Well, they do have the new comics out right now that are being written by Greg Weisman, because they had originally, like years ago, did comics that continued the story by, I want to say, Dynamite? And now they're done by, or the new one's Dynamite. I don't know. Are they Boom Studios, maybe? I don't know, something like that. But I maintain, in fact, Vero, are you still here? I should mention, even though Transformers is my favorite franchise, I still count Gargoyles as the best cartoon I've ever seen. It is the best. Oak said, just remember that no matter what, you can't exactly fast track improvement. It takes time and consistency, but if you do something enough, you are guaranteed to get good at it. Well, okay, I need to make this stipulation. When I was in like first or second grade, but I think it was first grade, my teacher said something that stuck with me my entire life. My buddy, the good buddy of mine who passed away last year, like always quoted me for saying this, and I would always have to remind him. It was like, no, it was one of my elementary school teachers. But she always said, practice doesn't make perfect, but practice makes permanent. And so the way you practice is important too. If you practice bad habits, you will make those bad habits permanent. So you need to do the right kind of practice. So I think that's important too. Nora said, okay, I can't find my wife. Where is Haley? Quick his head. Gotta trudge through my kitchen real quick. Surely I can find more snacks. Nora said she's not at home. Oak says, but doing something and putting effort into learning and not just doing it will help you improve faster. Nora said, I'm gonna try and remind myself to watch videos this weekend and try and learn more. Vera says, add quote, stop shipping them. Maya Phoenix doesn't have many options about Maya Faye shipping a man that's not Phoenix with Edgeworth. Thank you for adding a quote. Oh, and a pin message. Honorable mentions were Earthquakes mentioned, Senile Judge, Orla is the narrator of the game, and more. Also, the poll is done, and Duty won with 33% of the vote. That's 25 votes, with Hubbub in second place with 31% and 23 votes. Oh, and Crystal contributing 330 channel points. Okay, what'd you see on the airship, bro? I'm gonna finish off my cherry 7-Up while we're doing this here. Larry, what were you doing on that airship anyway? Well, I went there to deliver the welcome to our wedding sign they ordered from me. Huh, I didn't know you took on real jobs like that too. Well, for your information, my wedding welcome signs are very popular on the net. And that's how you met Ellen? I mean, I'd seen her in the photo for the welcome sign, but seeing her in person, the way she smiled at me and said, thank you, Oh, I felt like I'd been hit by lightning. And that's when you fell in love with somebody else's bride, huh? So, were you invited to the reception? Can you believe they told me only family and relatives could attend? They wouldn't even let me into the reception hall. Smart move on their part, I'd say. Oh, look at the little bubble. Have we seen that before? I'm glad that it verifies that it's just a bubble pipe, because smoking is bad. I got upset and started wandering around the airship. That must be when I dropped my business card wallet. So somebody else must have found it and brought it to the reception hall then. But you know what? I saw something incredible while I was on that flying chapel. Like? Get a load of this! Why does it have to be a drawing? The last time he gave us a drawing, it was upside down. There's gonna be something stupidly wrong with it. Okay, so it looks like he's trying to show a pterodactyl out the window. What the heck is this? What do you mean, what is this? Isn't it obvious? It's a drawing. I sketched a picture of one of the cabins on the airship. I mean, credit where it's due, though. He's improving. I mean, this is a pretty quality drawing. So what's so incredible about the cabin? Look at what's outside the window. It's one of those flying dinosaurs, a real-life pterodactyl. I looked out the cabin window and there it was, just flying out there. That airship traveled through time, I tell you. Ooh, dramatic music. Oh, pinned message. Vera saying his art developed so far, actually. Good for him. I'm still remembering the bridge one. No, and that's what I'm saying, is credit where it's due. He is a monster. But this should be encouraging for Nora to realize, Nora, if even a monster like Larry can improve, then heck yeah, you can improve. Nora says, where's my wife? Haley isn't at home. It's 10 p.m. Why isn't she here? It's okay. She's probably either just dead or cheating on you. It's fine. Vera said, I love how the Moshi Moshi still persists from P4 to today. Nora said, so you know how partners in Stardew are asleep by 10 p.m. This has happened 2 times where Haley isn't there. Vera says, oh gosh. Quiggy said, quote number 202. I know it's a little late to be asking this, but have you changed your mind about my confession of love, or you still reject my confession of love? Would you accept a confession of lust? Persona 3 Reload, September 9th, 2024. Vera said, Logan, why? What did I do? Nora said, it's pronounced chapel, please. I'm crying. My school pronounced her name like that as well. Vera said, what is that weapon? Quickett said, a time machine. Next question says, wow, your memory got so bad from being from missing streams, you forgot what the murder weapon was. Vera said, like, blunt object weapon? Yeah, it was a, it's like a model of the airship that is a time machine and was supposedly like bludgeon over the person. But it was also somewhere it like was bludgeoned through some fabric. I don't know exactly, because like there wasn't a blood stain on it, but there was a luminol reaction. We're still figuring out the deets. Quickett said, yee, just like the thinker. Vera said, yeah. Oak said, I'm back. I was DMing Nora about art. Vera said, Pierce is what Hugh O'Connor wished to be. And Quickett to the hydrate command. I'm gonna open up a bottle of water since I'm out of cherry 7-Up. Thank you, Quickett, for the hydrate. I will do that right now. How did I just spill water pulling it away from me? I've got like, it's dribbling all the way down my shirt and in my lap. Well, I am not good at things. Vera says, I slept in, so yes, good sleep. And Quickity says, 1:16:30. I am just under a half hour behind. Let me read one more comment. Vera said, isn't awkward for the guy in the background. Oh, that was pinned earlier. So let me read this one from Oaks, saying to Vero, I watched the old Dual Destinies clips on TikTok, and I finally know who Hugh O'Connor is. Yay! He's an idiot. It's who he is. He's a big dummy. That airship traveled through time, I tell you. What? When I told that Pierce Butler guy about it, I hope it's not that he pierces butts because the Pierce, he's a butler. He told me to never mention it to anybody ever again. But why would he try to keep you from spouting what is clearly just nonsense? Maybe Sprocket Aviation is secretly developing a time machine. No way. Nick, this case is totally amazing! Larry, you didn't tell Mr. Edgeworth about this, did you? Of course not. Edgy would just roll his eyes and think I was off my rocker. I didn't even tell him I was wandering around on the airship. I told him I met Ellie at the mooring dock and we ran away together. Yeah, I can see Edgeworth's eyes rolling right out of his head had he heard about this. Larry's drawing added to the court record. A drawing Larry made from inside a cabin. It shows a pterodactyl flying outside the window. So Larry also experienced the time slip somehow. But how is that possible? Hey Nick, I'll be taking my card wallet back now if you don't mind. Business card wallet swiped back by Larry. Oh yeah, this is for you. Oh, it's another photo. What is it? Okay. So here's what we're noticing. She's writing a note with her right hand. And we have this note, which we said was written by someone with a right hand. So that could be the Gloomsbury note, which says, grab Ellen when convenient. Oh, wait. Grab Ellen when convenient and send her off from the Vista deck. We're not going to have like twins again, are we, or something? So maybe that's a different note. We got the big flowers. We got the Pegamoos back here. So, and one's male and one's female. Like they're supposed to be unlike the ones that we saw out there. It's a picture of the hold. I took it when I was wandering around the airship. See, there's Ellie right there in the middle. The hold? Yeah, see, it's right here on the diagram. Brink. Okay, so now I know where the hold is. But what about Ellen? But what was Ellen doing here? Well, they were using it as a prepping area for the reception. I see. And around when did you take this? Before the reception. I took it while Ellie was getting everything ready. So this was taken before the incident occurred. But again, we don't know if it's the first or second reception. I don't know if this will be of any help, but thanks for this anyway. Photo of hold added to the court record. A photo of the hold stealthily taken by Larry. Ellen can be seen near the center. By the way, Larry, I heard that the door to the hold is controlled by a security system. Oh, is this going to be finding out that he stole her card? So how'd you get in there? That's a trade secret I can't tell you. And the hits just keep on coming. Well, I guess that's basically a wrap on the investigation. Not quite, Nick. I want to meet Ellen too. Oh, that's right. You haven't met her yet, have you? Okay, let's head over to the detention center then so you can say hi. I think we're going to make it to the trial tonight. Because that was it, right? It was the detention center, the last place. Isn't that what Queen Katie said? Then the trial? Who knows? Maybe we'll even make it to a cross-examination tonight. September 21st, detention center visitors room. No, why? Please understand that this is in Master Soren's best interest. Wait, who is this? Is this going to be Pierce? Please understand that this is in Master Soren's best interest. Sounds like Ellen's busy talking with someone. I don't know who. The next president cannot be married to a criminal. It would disgrace Sprocket Aviation. Miss Ellen, I need you to forget about this marriage. Pardon us! Ah, if it isn't Mr. Wright. So, their marriage is definitely off? There is no other choice. We cannot have a criminal in the family. For the sake of Master Soren and the Sprocket family, this is what is best. Oh, she looks so sad. But I like when her hair is fluffy like that. Because like when it's matted, not even matted down, but just like pulled down, it's too tight. This is a fun haircut. No! In that case, what if Nick here proved Ellen's innocence? And if he fails, what if Ellen married him? because Edgeworth is marrying you, Pierce. Then you wouldn't have a criminal in the family, right? I suppose you are right, but I'm afraid that will be impossible. He's totally the murderer. Because why would he be so confident that she did it? Oh, there's a pin message. Pinned by Vera, written by Quick. It said, correct, Logan, this is the last location. Puzzle, feel free to pin. We getting close. Getting so close. Let me read a couple more comments in the chat. Vera said, the myth, the legend. Oak said, I still don't know him well, but I know who he is at least. Oh, another pin message. Oh, Weedle! Saying puppy kicker puzzles pin if so be. But I'm not a puppy kicker. Weedle! How are you doing? How has the last week been in Utah? I've been self-isolating from COVID. Are you surviving the... It's actually, from what I can tell, it's been a mild winter so far, Weedle. But how are you doing? Did things get better with your... I remember you were really struggling because of a... was it a test or an assignment? It happened before I got sick, and so my memory is fuzzy. But are you doing okay, Weedle? See, Vera says thoughts. Weedle says puppy kicker hello. Hey, Weedle! Vera says, Weedle! Oak said, I still want to watch the Dual Destinies VODs after I finish P4 and P5 VODs because there's so much lore I missed. Weedle said, I'm done with my class, so I have a month off. Is it already the end of the semester for you? Oh, actually, yeah, I guess it's close to that. It's because we're into December now, huh? Oak said, also, I genuinely want to see what happened with Fulbright. It's so sad. Injustice we trust, bro. It's so tragic. Weedle says to Vero, I'm back! Oak says, on Hugh O'Connor. I love him. Quick said, hey, Logan, you won't know what, but somehow you gave me a spoiler clip for this case. Amazing, really? Oak says, mostly because funny name. Was the spoiler clip me guessing that she was dead and then she died, or is that too soon because I guessed like 10 minutes before she was revealed as dead? Vera said, yup, how is life treating you, Weedle? And Magpie says, quote, thankfully, Batman Beyond fixed it. A phrase not often used. Batman Beyond was good. It just wasn't Batman the Animated Series, but there are some standout episodes and no one gives Beyond enough credit. I think Batman Beyond was good. I think it was smart that it did its own thing. It gave us 3 very good things, though. That Mr. Freeze episode, the Return of the Joker movie. I do prefer the uncut version of it. And that one scene with Crap. What was the name? Was the name Blight? We had the great bit where Terry kind of confronts him. It's like, you killed my dad or something. And he's like, do you have any idea how little that narrows it down? It was like such a great line. Oak said, you're a Connor, you're a Connor, you a Connor, you a Connor. Vera said, one of my favorite low row bits. Nora said, let go and move on. Crystal says, Larry, what? Okay, let's play a little bit more. We're not even in the 2-hour mark. We got tons of time tonight. We can totally make it to the trial. I suppose you are right, but I'm afraid that will be impossible. That's not true! Not for Nick! He may look like a nobody and be bad at his job and smell funny. Not really bad funny, like, oh, he's got body odor, but just like a little off to make you go like, what is that smell? And he may be very lonely. And his hands are really sweaty. Like he touches a doorknob before you and it's wet. And he just looks weird. Like, how does his hair do that? But he's also out of shape. But he can also do some pretty amazing things. As long as it's outside of the realm of those things he's awful at, which are plentiful. There's a litany of things he's bad at. I don't take cases on lightly, so rest assured I will prove her innocence. Mr. Phoenix Wright, I understand your name is quite well known in the judicial world. I just overthrew a government last month. For better or for worse. Pierce, I want you to promise me this. If I can prove Ellen's innocence, then you won't stand in the way of Soren and Ellen's marriage. Very well. But not even the most talented lawyer in the world can change reality itself. Whip it out. Oh. And the reality is, Ms. Ellen is guilty beyond a shadow of a doubt. I I believe that's where you're wrong, Pierce. I'm clean. I promise I am. Obsessively, compulsively clean. Just as clean and pure as this pure white dress. That's the thing, even if she's not a murderer, though, she's clearly got a lot of baggage. Fine, you have my word, but you will be the one to regret this promise. Why? Now, if you will excuse me, I just tooted. Now I have all the more reason to win this case. Ellen, we finished our investigation and we'd like to talk with you about what we found. Oh! Oh. Okay, so what did you find out? Okay, let's also save again. I'm trying to remember to do that. I'm trying to be better, more responsible game player. Let's see, Oak says to Vero, I know Maya Faye Brat Summer is recent, but it's a serious contender for my favorite Longa clip. I was effing dying when that happened live. Nora said, Maya Faye Brat Summer! Vero said, my favorite Logan bit is Pearl joined a gang. That's among my favorites. Quigita said, Psyche Lock incoming. We will salute to Logan when it starts soon. Okay, but Larry's dot eyes are adorable under his glasses. Weedle says, I have 80 plus in all my classes, so pretty darn good. B- for everything, and I'm done with my classes. Modern operating system, a 30-hour class so long for a class where I know everything. Linux so good. Congratulations, Weedle, on the good grades. High five. Okay, let's present stuff to her first before see how much we have to talk about. Let's present everything. Wait, hang on. Gonna see if there's anything new with the guard. Nope. Or the camera. Nope. Okay, present everything. So I assume that we already got did we get the pamphlet after? Let's try the pamphlet. Also, I gotta breathe. I've been talking almost nonstop for 2 hours. I gotta remember to breathe. Oh, what's wrong? I just remembered our reception. We were supposed to be so happy together. Oh, where did it all go so wrong? I can't blame her for being upset. Why did this have to happen to me? Ellen, please try to calm down, okay? All right. Dab, 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 dab. And I miss her floofy hair when she's not sad. Well, she stopped crying, but how can I ask her anything when she's still so clearly distraught? Okay, anything new to say? Oh, what's wrong? Okay, so there's nothing to say. Let's just motor through all the pieces of evidence and then we'll talk to her. And then we'll get to the trial, y'all. See, Oak says, I want to make a low-row bit bracket. There's a YouTube channel I watch called Hive Mind. They're basically a music game show. So what do you mean by a bit bracket? Like a full tournament of bits? Weedle says, good fish. Quigita says, ad quote, are you leaving so soon? We are. Have to run and murder my childhood friend. Runs off to do exactly that. I tried, but Larry survived somehow. Gulp. Are you all right? I don't feel very well. Yuck! That photo is a bit much for most normal people you know. Oh, did we show the picture of the dead body? Yeah, I guess you're right. Oops. That was pretty inconsiderate of me. Okay, Gloomsbury note. Ellen, can you tell me if this is Mr. Gloomsbury's handwriting? No, I'm sorry. I'm not very familiar with his handwriting. I see. And unless the handwriting is very distinct, I know it's often hard to tell. I'm sorry, but I'm not very comfortable with looking at a note which details a plan on how to murder me written on it. Oh, sorry, I guess that should go without saying. I still think that's not a murder note. It's not. I think the send her off from the Vista deck was like have her picked up and swooped off in a helicopter to go off to the honeymoon. And on the honeymoon, you do things. Fog machine. What can you tell me about this? Oh, never mind that. What about Soren? Oh, Soren. Do you suppose he hates me now? I really couldn't say. Oh, what if he doesn't love me anymore because of all this? Whatever shall I? Sniffle. Oh no, she's gonna start crying again. I really don't think he hates you, Ellen. You don't? Really? Yes, really, probably. So don't cry. You'll only cause him more heartache if you do. Yes, you're right. As a sprocket bride, I have to hold my head up high at all times. Okay, I think we saw that dialogue before. Timekeeper, the murder weapon. Ooh, what's wrong? Okay, this is what she said before. Wow, she has long things to say. Oak said, but it's basically just an improv channel with two insane people. They have a series where they rank their own bits. Some of the best videos on the entire internet ever. Nora says, shoot, I gotta go already. Thank you for being here, Nora. I don't know where you're off to, but sleep well. Have a good rest of your night. Thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate it. Weedle says, Logan, what? What'd I do, Weedle? Quicken said, Larry, Maya can channel the dead chick. Oh, that's right. Why aren't we just saying like Maya channel Selena and find out more about her? Although I guess that doesn't seem relevant directly to the case. Selena Sprocket photo. Oh, poor Selena. I feel so sad about what happened to her. Oh, Selena! Yikes, Ellen, please try to calm down. Pretty please, with sugar on top. Soren and I were supposed to be happy for Selena's sake too. We should probably leave this topic alone, Nick. Oh, she's back to normal. Photo reception. It's taking a long time. Also, my face is getting dried out. I gotta put some chapstick on. Hopefully you aren't grossed out by that, y'all. But it feels so good. This is Burt's Bees stuff. Have you guys used Burt's Bees? It has like peppermint oil in it. Makes my lips tingle. It's almost an adequate substitute for the fact that I don't get kisses from people. Let's see. Oak saying goodbye, Nora. Crystal laughing. Oak said Nora keeps doxing herself. Nora said, what do you mean? Crystal says, question mark. Nora said, what do you mean? Oak said, you told me your real name. It's Nora. Quickity says, I just realized. Did he answer my Digimon question? I don't know if I missed it though. Oh, what I said is that it's a tough question. I asked if you're able to post a picture of each of the two in Discord before I make my decision, or if I just have to make the decision based off of description. Nora said, yeah, I did. Oak said, yeah, it's Better Call Saul. Vero, can you pin this, please? Nora said, I didn't tell you. You wordled it anyway. Oak said to Nora, I still think your name is Nora. Nora said, good night, everyone. Love y'all. See y'all either tomorrow or Sunday. And then short night and night, friends. Thank you again so much for being here, Nora. Hopefully we'll see you next time. Tomorrow we're going to be doing some Metaphor Refantasio. That'll be fun. Okay, this is again dialogue she has when she has... It's weird because it's dialogue she has when she has nothing to say, but it's still showing this specific piece of evidence as if she would have something to say about it. Quickity said, fun fact, Larry is the first in only 2 Psyche locks this entire case. Wow, they went to all the trouble to show Psyche locks and they only do 2 of them? Crystal says, Crystal is the cool girl in chat. Magpie says, well, now I'm curious. Oak, if you have any misconceptions about me. Oak said, well, I got your name right. Okay, last 2 things. Larry's drawing. What can you tell me about this? Okay, talking about Soren. A pin message via pin from Oak saying the Burts and the Bees. It's good stuff. I remember the first time I used Burt's Bees. My mind was blown by how good it felt on my lips. It's like amazing. Before that, I just generally used like regular chapstick brand or just generic brand or whatever. I didn't think there was a difference. What can you tell me about that? Okay, so she has nothing to say about anything we present. So that was all a huge waste of time. So let's just talk to her and then get to the trial. Talk! Investigation results. In the course of our investigation, we heard that, ... Oh, so this is probably what we're doing a recap for the sake of the player before we go into the trial. I see what we're doing.
Let it be known that ignored me asking if I wanted to try doing a Wordle to figure out her real name, which was longer than 5 letters, and I got it in 3 and it was pretty uncommon. I'm so good at Wordle. Boo.
Yeah! That's probably better than I'd be able to do. As you guys saw when I tried Wordle on stream, I'm not particularly great at it at all, but thank you very much for the 10 bits, Oak. So yeah, so that was, but thankfully that was just in DMs. Nora, as far as the chat and the online community knows, her name is just Nora. But thank you very much for the 10 bits, Oak, I appreciate it. You had been standing in the front of the victim with the murder weapon in your hands. Oh, that was a cute sprite, her eyes. It wasn't what it looked like. It's true I was holding the murder weapon. But when I found him, he was already dead. I panicked. And I was hoping I could go back in time again like I had done earlier. So I picked up the timekeeper from the pedestal and brought it over without thinking. I thought last time she activated with just her sprocket necklace. Why did she need the full thing this time? You were so desperate you were ready to try anything, huh? Unfortunately, that sort of behavior makes you an easy target for the prosecution. No! And as for your little trip through time, none of your in-laws could confirm your story, I'm afraid. I see. The only exception is Larry. He said he saw something. Really? What did he see? Okay, he saw time travel. He saw a pterodactyl. Can't say I quite believe it myself, but Larry claims he saw something incroyable. He claims he saw a pterodactyl flying outside the airship. What? Oh, it didn't hit her head? Oh, okay. Not only that, but apparently Pierce Nickety told Larry to keep quiet about it. I like this sprite, even though she's panicked. I gotta read some more in the chat. I gotta be getting close to catching up fairly soon, I think. Oh, and I also see over in the, over in YouTube, that was a comment from before, there's nothing new. Oh, pin message from Vero said it should have hit the officer in the back. Oh, but he's so good at his job, but that actually would have been really funny and unexpected. I agree, Vero. Opportunity missed. Oak said, yeah, that's probably why I was so invested in the VODs. I might not have stayed for like 180 hours if it was just game and not a community. It was like a TV show, recurring characters. That might also be why I thought Katie was here much, much longer than she actually had been. And there's the schedule command. Oh, and that's the updated. Vera said, heck yeah, proud of you. Oh, to Weedle for doing well in his grades. Quickita said, lol, yeah, I was only around since Ghost Trick, and even then was late into the game. Vera says, add quote. Oh, and it's the are you leaving soon quote. Quickita said, which Oak, you should watch the Ghost Trick VODs. It was fun times. Oak said, I was able to pick up on a surprising amount of low-roll lore from the P3 VODs. Quickita said, gives a tutorial for Phoenix's power, uses it twice only in the case. Vera said, honorable mentions, yeah, were Earthquakes mentions, Senile Judge, Orlay's narrator of the game, and more. Vex says, can't vote on mobile because the cutoff hides the button and can't scroll. Application. I'm sorry, Vex, but who would you have voted for? Or what would you have voted for, Vex? Oak said, like all the sound alerts, the running bits people have in chat, spoiler clips, clip viewer, Vera becoming a mod is a joke. Shocking amount of lore from context clues alone, although I did ask for some clarification later. And Vera said, we have so many bits that it's hard to limit to AA related. Okay, let's play a little bit more. I gotta have a sip of water though. I'm not breathing. I should be breathing. But this is what happens when you do a game that's 99% talking. Not only that, but apparently Pierce Nickety told Larry to keep... This is what Quickity was saying. It's not just that Nickety is like Persnickety. It's Pierce Nickety is Persnickety. Is the whole name is Persnickety. Pierce Nickety. Okay, I do like that. Yeah, so it's not just... Maybe I misunderstood Quickity's name fact earlier, but it makes so much more sense now. So it's not just Nickety as part of Persnickety, it's Pierce Nickety. Not only that, but apparently Pierce Nickety told Larry to keep quiet about it. So that's a good pun name. But why would Pierce do such a thing? Larry's theory is that Sprocket Aviation is developing something in secret. Wait, what?
Logan, please breathe, redeem. Crying face, deep breaths, Zerlonga. Is he done breathing yet? Am I safe to? Boo.
I actually wasn't sure if I was safe to breathe yet, or to be done breathing. Okay, I'll breathe deep here. Hang on. And thank you very much for the 10 bits, Oak. I appreciate that. A time machine, to be exact. Do you think that's why nobody would confirm my story? Because it's a secret? I really don't know. But speaking of your in-laws, we did manage to find your key card at Sprocket Manor. One of your in-laws said he'd keep an eye on it for you. So I just love that the people in the background were like, they're just the Sprocket in-laws. Oh, thank goodness. I lost it while I was trying to get things ready for the reception. I'd looked everywhere for it. Oh, I'm so glad you found it. At least they're tears of joy this time for a change. Well, Nick, it looks like you'll have to prove the existence of time travel in court tomorrow. That's right. I promised that while Mr. Gloomsbury was being killed, I was busy traveling back through time. Great. With stodgy skeptic Edgeworth at the helm for the prosecution tomorrow, we're really gonna have our work cut out for us. I mean, we have a judge who believes in ghosts, so why not? Oh, and a poll just appeared. If we ever add a redeem, who should voice it? TTS lady, hey, quiet down, Ellen. Beef Longa, Oak's recorded voice, Logan telling himself, secret fifth option. Ooh, that's quiet, Ellen. I'm talking to chat. I'm curious about this secret fifth option. We're really gonna have our work cut out for us. There we go. Oh, we made it to the trial. To be continued. Save your poggers. Yes, save my poggers. Save my current poggers right here. Oh, there is some new chat over in YouTube. Corderosa says, my Star Jades ran out. I'm assuming this is like a Stardew Valley thing I don't understand. Said I went to farm Star Jade. I didn't know it would take so long. What matters is that I did it. Sunday came home. Is that good? Is Sunday your beloved in Stardew? I don't know the things that I don't know. Oh, yes, continue to the next chapter. We made it to the trial. A little over 2 hours in the stream, 2 hours and 12 minutes. We made it to the trial. September 22nd, 8:45 a.m. District Court Defense Lobby number 3. Good morning, Mr. Wright. Good morning, Ellen. I see you're still wearing your wedding gown. That is weird. And I will continue to wear it until our marriage is saved. The devs lack the resources for extra assets. Oh, Soren! Oh, blink, blink. Oh, because he's here. Is he here to see her off? Is he going to show some modicum of human emotion? Do you think he came to see how she's holding up? Soren, my love, you came all the way to the courthouse just to see me? Oh, Soren, I don't know what to say. Blueprints. That's it, blueprints. Huh? The engine blueprints. Oh, I can't find them. Do you know where they are? I'm starting to think maybe he doesn't really love her. Oh, they're in your room. A third shelf from the bottom on the right-hand side. Scribble, 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 scribble. Ah, I see. And then he's gone. Well, he's leaving already? Don't tell me he came just to ask about some stupid blueprints. Maybe they're blueprints for the time machine. Maybe he's trying to save her in his own way. Is he really that cold of a person? Or is that just how he comes off? I wonder. Oh, and the poll is done. 38% says TTS lady. Second place is Oak's recorded voice. Third place is secret fifth option. Oak contributing 300 channel points. So what was the secret fifth option? Vero, hang on, I gotta have a sip of water. Yeah, I feel like I'm gonna be out of breath for the next 45 minutes of the chat here. Sniffle, what about me, Soren? Alan. Oh, he's back! Come home soon. Now, is it because he loves her, or because he knows he needs her help finding blueprints in the future too? Oh, he's showing emotion. Did you see like the gritting of the teeth? Look at that. I'm lost without you. But that also might not be love. That might just be as a maid. But it'd be nice if he does have like emotions deep down, but he's just really bad at showing them. I hope it's that. That'd be really sweet. Oh, what is this music? Is this supposed to be wedding music? It almost sounds like graduation music. Like that, what's that one track? Pomp and Circumstance, the one that always plays at graduations? Oak says, I think Hubbub 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 is very underrated. I don't think I've ever been disappointed with a Hubbub 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 clip. It always leads to something funny. Yeah, exactly. Magpie says, related to that, learn real person anatomy first. Do not train on just anime. Don't make my mistakes, learn realism, then you can be better at stylizing. Because that's the thing, I agree with Magpie, because like the people who do anime, for the most part, have learned and studied real anatomy first, and then are able to use that to stylize it for anime. Oak says, it's definitely important to have good habits when it comes to learning. It took years for me to unlearn some of the stuff I had done before. Crystal says, duty. Oak says, I flat out stopped drawing for like 2 or 3 years before getting back into it. My style is entirely different. I think the main bad habit I have now is I can't draw complicated clothes for the life of me. I'm decent on doing basic t-shirts and stuff, but anything layered clothing or clothes with patterns on it, I can't do. Vera said, drawing AA characters might be a nightmare for you. Oak said, even when I was doing that Sanji animation, I gave him a t-shirt. Sanji never wears t-shirts. Vera said his art developed so far, actually good for him. Oh, talking about Larry again. Still remember the bridge one. Oak said, I can at least justify that by saying it's an animation, so I needed to simplify the design. Crystal says, I still needed to befriend Haley and Stardew, but I don't have money. Does Haley require money to befriend her? Is she a gold digger, Crystal? Oak said, I still need to get into Stardew. I got it a year or two ago, and I couldn't get into it within like an hour of playtime. And Vera said, as a mod, I shall not encourage what I was going to encourage right now. Princey, sell your kidney? Who said that? Don't sell your kidneys, chat. You need them. Oak says, but I think that's mostly because I just wasn't in the mood for farming game things at the time. Crystal laughing, and Oak says 1:44:44. So I'm still a half hour behind. Oh boy. Soren. Later, haters. Soren out. Pew. Looks like showing your vulnerabilities is the fastest way to capturing a woman's heart. I've heard that the opposite is true. I have heard that like showing your vulnerabilities, especially too early on, can like cut off a woman's interest in you so fast. You should take notes on this, Nick. Please leave me out of this. I have a conjugal visit with Iris tomorrow. Anyway, it looks like Soren isn't big on words, but it's clear that he cares about Ellen. Knowing that, I actually feel kind of relieved. Ew. Thank. Oh, Mr. Wright, I just absolutely can't be found guilty, you hear? Don't worry, I'm going to do everything I can to prove your innocence. Thank you, Mr. Wright. The trial is about to start, sir. Edgeworth! Why is that the thing on Phoenix's mind? We're preparing the trial, or preparing our case and everything, getting all the evidence. Then it's the trial's about to start. Edgeworth. Ugh. Knowing him, he's not going to yield an inch. I am so excited that we get to do just a normal trial with Edgeworth again. I mean, it's neat that each game has new prosecutors, but I miss just like doing an Edgeworth trial. So I've just got to fight with everything I just got to fight with everything I've got and save Helen. Yeah, there we go. We're gonna do this. Crystal says, at this point, I'm going to sell all my cows and chickens. No. September 22nd, 9 a.m. District Court courtroom number 6. Why are we not showing the courtroom yet? Did they not have the sprite for Edgeworth at the table? Are we gonna have like a surprise? Maybe a different judge, or Edgeworth isn't going to be there? Oh, there we go. Court is now in session, all right. Oh, I forgot Phoenix is still in the LT gray shirt. Court is now in session for the trial of Ellen Wyatt. That means this entire investigation, he's been visiting like rich, stuffy people's homes in the LT gray shirt. The defense is ready, Your Honor. The prosecution has been ready for a while, Your Honor. Seeing so many familiar faces gathered together like this, I feel as though I'm at a grad reunion. It makes me want to go out for a dinner and a drink and reminisce with all of you. So now I'm just gonna like wait for you to invite me on the thing I kind of tossed out there. You know, it would be great, wouldn't it? Hey. Oh, that sounds like a great idea. I was dying for a real burger the whole time I was away. We could make it a welcome back. Oh, yeah, we're actually going to do this. This makes me happy. I love the idea that Phoenix actually hangs out with, like, Edgeworth and the judge outside of work. We could make it a welcome back party for Maya. How about it, Edgeworth? Edgeworth, come on, you know you want to. Edgeworth, you know you want to. I have no intention of cavorting with my enemies. But what about cavorting with Phoenix? Now then, Your Honor, no, just don't leave it at that. Boo. Now then, Your Honor, let us start this trial at once. Oh, still not one for the light-hearted banter, are you, Mr. Edgeworth? Jokes and good humor are beyond worthless in a court of law. Guess we'll just have to have the party without him then. He'll show up. Come on, he'll be there, you know it. Come on, Edgeworth, you'll be there. However, when it's after the conclusion of this trial, I might consider joining you for your little welcome back party. See, he's gonna be there. I love this. I certainly wouldn't mind an invite at the very least. He's still emotionally He's still as emotionally constipated as ever, I see. Do you understand the symbolism there, Nick? Talking about pooping. Imagine if he couldn't poop, but the poo is emotion. That's Edgeworth. He has emotion clogging his colon. Now then, Mr. Edgeworth, if you could please go over the details of the case for us. I'm happy. I gotta read some more in the chat, though, because I'm getting farther and farther behind. Oak says, no longer, you can't pierce butts. As some of the few piercings, you can't get a piercing unless the skin there's really thin and away from any actual flesh. That's why you can get ear piercings, because they're mostly cartilage. We just said, wait, Logan, did Logan remove the makeup story redeem? I can't remember. I changed around a bunch of redeems. I added and subtracted some I might have. Oak said, I think so. Weedle says, boo. I think the problem is anytime it's been redeemed, it has a thing that says you have to choose what the story's about. And I think only once has someone ever actually chosen what the story was about. Oak says, I know he removed Monokuma temporarily because so many people were being redeemed. I assume he removed the story once because it wasn't getting used very often. Even my watch time, like 400 hours or longer, I don't think I've ever seen it redeemed. That's like 77 hours of watch time alone, and plus a ton of VODs. A third of the way to the subscription, baby. Quiggett said, correct, Logan, this is the last location. Feel free to pin. Quiggett said, thank you. Oak does quote number 25. Wow! Thank you, whoever did. Oh, Crystal, thank you for the redeem. Oh, and there's a bunch of chat going on over in Twitter, or not Twitter. That YouTube is where the other thing is. I see Court Rosa was saying to Crystal, it was you I wanted to see in chat. Soren is at least an A on my character tier list. He looks so good, fiance. He looks a good fiance. Ellen is simply one of the most beautiful defendants I've ever seen. I'm still in Turnabout Academy, so my opinion will probably change. My laziness won't let me progress the game. I will say she's pretty. I like her fluffy hair when she's frazzled. She's not really my type personality-wise, though. But there are some attractive peeps in here, yo. So good judgment there. And yeah, Oak did quote number 25 saying it was a witness to a drunk driving incident. It was fun. Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney, November 17, 2021. Vera salutes. Moonlight says, sus butler. Oak says, so true, Loro. I love drunk driving. No, it's bad. We just said puppy kicker puzzle pin, if so be. Who doesn't? It's fun. Crystal says, quote number 293. It's a bonkers quote. Weedle says, yippee. Crystal says, quote 253. That's that quote. Oak says, my boring parents don't even like to drive drunk, nerds. I mentioned before, I have testified against a drunk driver in court before, so I don't approve. Oak said, they don't even drink alcohol. Thank you for the 253, Crystal. In justice we trust. And Weedle said, it was my class final. It was a common assignment, and I have a 91, I think, in that class. Nice, that's good. I need to breathe, though. All right, let's get into the game here. The victim was Dumas Gloomsbury, a servant in the Sprocket household. He was in attendance at the wedding reception that occurred from 7 p.m. to 10 p.m. Mr. Gloomsbury apparently felt some animosity toward Ellen Wyatt, and so, a bit after the reception ended at 10 p.m., he assaulted Ms. Wyatt with the intent to kill her. The defendant fought back and ended up killing Mr. Gloomsbury. In other words, it was justified self-defense, correct? If that's the case, then the defendant might not be criminally responsible. He's right. Worst case scenario, I could go for a self-defense to avoid the criminal charge. I wonder how Edgeworth plans to counter that, though. The prosecution's first witness will make my view on the matter clear, Your Honor. Very well. Bailiff, please bring in the first witness. This case is going to either be Emma with some, like, autopsy type of stuff, or it's going to be Pierce-nickety. Oh, wait, those aren't Emma. Are those Emma's shoes? Does she wear ballet slippers? It is Emma. Hey, Emma, I forgot what your feet look like because I don't give a crap about feet. Please state your name and occupation, witness. Will she actually do it? Oh, she did it! The Edgeworth curse is broken! Emma Sky, forensic investigator. And I'd just like to say, sir, you're just as hot as I remember from Rise from the Ashes. That being in the same courtroom as you is a great honor. I mean, she has before, right? Oh, that's right. You're a fan of Edgeworth's, aren't you, Emma? We're good friends and all, Mr. Wright. But just this once, I intend to faithfully and fully testify for the prosecution. And I mean that wholeheartedly. I expect no less from you. Yes, sir. I'm gonna do my very best. Looks like you lost the popularity contest to Mr. Edgeworth, Nick. It's gotta be the case all the time, right? There's no way that he is as popular as Edgeworth. I gotta read some more chat, though, because I'm still so far behind. Oak says, hang on. Oak says, I know that Fulbright did the thing, but I don't know any of the details. Quigator said, not telling. You know that he did a thing, and it was sad. Weedle said, and I'm flying out to hang out with my family. Oh, nice. Quigator said he did a thing, but you'd be surprised that it's not that it's a lot more complicated than that. Weedle said, if you're okay, tell Logan to eat funny for the fun of it. What is eat funny? Is that like where I just smear the food on my face like Cookie Monster style, let it dribble down? Oak says, ad quote, I do prefer the uncut version. I am so sorry. Vera said, what was this about? I was talking about the uncut version of Batman Beyond Return of the Joker. Magpie says, Logan, please don't forget the edgy baby the egg baby episode, which was excellent. Honestly, Batman Beyond villains were very well written. They just weren't memorable for some reason, aside from that blight moment. And Quickie said 1:53:30. I'm still a half hour behind. Oak says, well, it was supposed to be about a movie thing, but it sounded weird. Quote number 253, version 2. Magpie says, but like ink was iconic, if I remember right. She was iconic, like spelled ink. Vero Crap added the quote. Weedle said, but I understand Java more than I feel like. Oak said, this is wonderful. Oh, I thought Phoenix was gonna say, if I can prove Ellen's innocence, then you have to promise not to marry my boyfriend. Queen said, Vero, I posted a screenshot in the spoiler chat. Is it quotable? Vera said, holy crap, I can try. I want to copy and paste it. Queen said, I can try now if I have the screenshot. I could ochre it if you can't. And there's a clip. Let's play a little bit more, then I'll be back to the clip. Okay, here we go. Let's keep going. Yeah, I really could care less. Besides, she'll see who's the better lawyer once I win this trial. Yeah, you know, but maybe then you'll actually really care less. Yeah, now Detective Sky, if you please, look at this. We finished an investigation. We've made it to the first cross-examination. This is really like old cases. They just zip. Rundown of the case. The murder weapon was a clock called the Timekeeper, not in the shape of a thinker statue. The victim was hit with it from behind and he fell over right into the lantern. The defendant was spotted then standing in front of the lobby holding the murder weapon. Oh, the victim was struck twice, by the way. Twice. Twice. He was struck twice? That's right. There's no mistake about it. Boop, boop. The first blow was to the back of the victim's head. It was hard enough to knock him unconscious. Yet, despite the fact that he had been immobilized by the first blow, the defendant delivered a second fatal blow to the side of the victim's head. Which means... What? Exactly. I figured it would go right over your head. Oh, that's why we're not calling it justified self-defense, because if it was Ellen and she knocked him out, the danger is gone, but she went out of her way to kill him even though he was no longer a danger. Okay, but I don't know if that's true, because like, what if they were like two really quick, like kapow, kapow, like that? You don't know if he's unconscious yet. I've heard, I don't know if this is true. I'm not a lawyer. This is not legal advice, but I've heard that it's better for you for justified legal self-defense. Like if you have a gun and it has like a bunch of bullets, like a full magazine or whatever, that you should unload it onto someone, because A, that shows that you really genuinely believed you were in danger, and B, like it makes sure that the person is not getting back up. And so you won't say it's like, well, the person probably died from the first bullet and you fired 5 more bullets. It's like, yeah, I didn't know. I was just making sure. Let's check out this clip really quickly though, that Oak clipped here. Let me load this one up in the clip viewer so we can all watch it together. I feel like we haven't had a lot of clips tonight, but the ones that we have had have been pretty high quality. So let's pop this up in the clip viewer so we can watch it together. This is from 36 minutes ago, titled Logan is 5 years old. Okay, I'm curious what that is. Oh crap, it's gonna be the fart joke, isn't it? It's the fart joke! Now, if you will excuse me, it cuts off before it's tooted! Now no one will know! No one will know I made it a fart joke! My reputation is still not good, but it is slightly better than otherwise would have been. I should read some chat. Moonlight says, huzzah for Weedle with the good grades. Weedle says, yippee. Oak said, Logan, when you get here and chat, breathe, deep breath. Do I have to? Do I have to breathe? Let me. There we go. Oak said, do you think if we just let Ellen cry like that, we could have infinite clean water? No, because it'd be salt water. And you can't drink salt water. Quiggity said, get ready. Add quote, he may look like a nobody. He'll be bad at his job. Oh, crap. He'll be bad at his job and smell funny. Like not really bad funny. Like, oh, not really bad funny. Like, oh, he's got body odor. But just like a little off to make you go, like, what is that smell? And he may be very lonely and his hands are really sweaty. Like he touches a doorknob before you and is wet. And he looks weird. But like, how does his hair do that? But he's also out of shape, but he could also do some pretty amazing things. Such a long quote. Here's says, oh gosh, okay. Oak said, you just have to purify it. Moonlight said, that's some Sailor Moon level crying. Wow. Queen said, dang it, typo. Long key equals lonely. I'm going to pin that because that seems like an important distinction. We should let everybody know. Long key is like, because if a donkey does it with a zebra, then the offspring is a zonkey. So that I assume is if a donkey does it with a lion, you get a lonky. It's a lion-donkey hybrid, a lonky. I figured it would go right over your head. Let's put it this way. By striking the victim a second time, the defendant killed her last chance to escape from any criminal wrongdoing. She did? How, Mr. Edgeworth? The defendant may have been fighting back because she was being attacked. However, she then went on to deliver a fatal blow to a man who was already fully unconscious. Is he saying what I think he is? I think he's saying unconscious, but I can't tell with his accent. I don't feel so well. Hell! And thus, Mr. Wright has justified self-defense been removed from the table. The prosecution intends to prove that the defendant killed the victim with murderous intent. Allow me to belatedly submit the victim's autopsy report. Oh. So that's why he was acting all smug. Well, I mean, more smug than usual. It's fine, right? It's not like we were just gonna go plead self-defense anyway, right? Right, but now the judge has a negative impression of Ellen. He may not get to prosecute much anymore, but he definitely hasn't lost his touch. Autopsy report added to the court record. Gloomsbury's head shows signs of being hit twice. The timekeeper was used as the murder weapon. Let's see if there's anything else relevant in there. Hang on, Judge. I'll read what you're saying in a second here. I want to look closer at this. Gloomsbury autopsy report. Time of death, September 20th, 10 p.m. to 1 a.m. So that's a big time frame. Once again, makes me think that the entire reception was repeated a second time. Cause of death. Cerebral hemorrhage from a strong blow to the head. One contusion was found to the back of the head and one to the side. The blows were caused by the same weapon. Now then, Mr. Wright, you may begin your cross-examination. Are we going to get to do an entire cross-examination before the end of the stream? We are making so much progress. Oh, and a poll just appeared. Hang on, run down to the case. Poll appeared saying, chat survey important thoughts on trains. I'm going to be contrarian and say not cool instead of cool. Let's see, I gotta read some more of the chat, and I gotta have some water. Even though I'm over my cold, I'd forgotten how much stamina 3 hours of talking and doing voices requires. We're like 2.5 hours, and I'm like, I'm getting winded. I'm getting so winded. Yeah. Oak said, yeah, it's full-on tournament of bits, even going getting to the point where they have bits from the bit bracket videos in the new bit brackets. And viewer adds that long quote. Queekita says, heck yes. Salute said also, you could technically see the quote being about Logan in the future when we see it again. No, but that's true. Vera said, laughing, I could edit it. Hold up. Queekita said, yeah, like the about either Phoenix or Logan. Vera said, the birds and the bees. Vera, can you pin that? I think it's peak of my comedy career. Vera edited the quote. Queekita said, in that case, let me yoink a final evolution images. I was aiming for my current playthrough to name after you. Thank you very much. I will check those out on Discord afterward. Queekita said, perfect edit puzzle. Vera salutes. Oak says, thank you, Vero. Vera says, I got you. Oak says, I don't believe her real name is still... her real name, I still think is Nora. Nora works way better. Nora did the same thing with my last name. She got it like 5, I think. And my last name is 5 letters, so I'm better. And Vera said it should have hit the officer in the back. I agree. Oak said, although I don't really care if my last name gets doxed, it's very easily accessible. And since I changed my name when it came out, it isn't exactly easy to dox me without knowing my dead name. I think my last name is just available to the credits of my songs. Moonlight says, hour mark 2:08:14. No matter how much I read, I'm still a half hour behind in chat. Over in YouTube, oh, there's some message retractions. And then Crystal says, Soren is good looking, Ellen is cute, but oh, Pierce. Corderosa says, Ace Attorney, but it's Emma having a different design each game and looking pretty and all. She does look pretty. I just didn't like when she was mean to us in like the early Apollo Justice games. And I don't like that she replaced Gumshoe. I miss Gumshoe. Queekita said, okay, I posted the Digimon I'm thinking of naming after you, Logan, in Discord. You just now realized the actual main pun. Well, you said that, I think I must have misunderstood what you said. I thought you were saying that his last name is a reference to Persnickety. I didn't realize the whole name was Persnickety. You said, at least he got it, laughing. Oak said, I love making TTS girls say fun things. Moonlight says, please pin Logan. Air is good for you. Okay, then I got, oh, the poll is done. Cool one with 60% of the vote. So in that case, I gotta unpin this old message. And then, because Moonlight told me to pin this one. Oak said, also, we really need to breathe redeem. Logan keeps forgetting. Oak recorded voice funny. It'd be so funny. Vera said, Logan, don't vote for the 5th option. I don't even know what it is. Well, now you gotta decide. Queekita said 2:11:40. I'm still a half hour behind. Said trial time. Huzzah! Finally, the potato guide is ready and set for Logan tonight. Oak said, this is why I need to learn screamo vocals. I could scream at Logan to breathe. I could also scream in songs. Scream! Vex says, took a bit for me to decide, but I think my favorite running bit was Apollo hole or Apollo butt tattoo. I forgot about the butt tattoo. Queekita said, shocked nobody is picking beef. Vera said, I'm so hoping for Soren's mask to break once we prove Ellen innocent and he just bawls his eyes out and he just apologizes with tears. I would love that. I I do hope that he really does love her. I hope that the whole hurry home, I'm lost without you isn't just that he needs his maid, but it could be. It could be that he really doesn't care about her. Oak said, dang, I was trying to make a 5-way tie. Who voted TTS Lady? Quick said, yeah, I realized and I regretted it. I love the number 5. Moonlight said, Soren is kind of spacey. Oak said, my favorite number is 2. And my mom keeps accusing me of stealing her favorite number. Quick says, aw. Oak says, which is 0.02. Vera said, aw, it's happening. Magpie says, I think Soren's a sweetie. Quick said, the way his arm was twitching when his teeth was gritting. Vera said, wedding music. Oak said, but since 0.02 isn't technically an option for things, she just says it's 2. And Vera said it's like AA music, but wedding. Oak says, but I like regular 2, so it's not stealing. I don't like 0.02. Vex says, Soren is an absolute sweetheart, just autistic as heck. Has never met a social cue in his entire life. Crystal said, no, laughing, I just need money to go to the desert and get coconuts for Haley. Oak said, sells my kidney. Vera said, he just said not to do that. Oak said, I'm so rich now, though. Kukita said, one time I lived in a house that was shaped like kind of like a 5. Teen me was ecstatic about it. Oak said, can finally buy 1,000 bits for Logan Robo on Twitch, which is selling $10 worth of bits for the low price of one of your kidneys. And you get 2,050 bits for both kidneys. What a steal, 50 more bits. Stabs Logan, oh, my kidney. That's my kidney. And viewer with the clip will check it out in a minute, but I should have a sip of water and we will play some game. Hang on. So by now you guys know the drill. Anytime we begin a cross-examination, we save the game, and then we press every statement before we decide what evidence to present. The murder weapon was a clock called the Timekeeper. Hold it! Are you completely sure the murder weapon was the Timekeeper? Yes, completely. The shape of the injury on the victim's head matches up with that of the Timekeeper. And it's definitely heavy enough to kill someone with. But would the defendant have been able to pick up and swing something so heavy? I tried it myself, and I was able to lift it up just fine. I killed a man. But it's okay, because it was for science. Also with Ellen, you've seen like her, she's like thin, but her shoulders, like she's got musculature. There, muscle. Maybe you're just freakishly strong? Are you a freak, Emma? Are you freaky? Excuse me, Mr. Wright, are you freaky? I'll have you know that people on the force know me as the dainty forensic investigator. Sorry! But really, you're hardly a delicate flower. And she's cute, though. Mr. Wright, this is a court of law. Save your antics for after the trial if you know how. Yes, sir. Won't happen again, Daddy. I mean, sir. Moving on. The victim was hit with it from behind, and he fell over right into the lantern. Hold it! The defendant was fighting back against the victim, right? If so, wouldn't she have hit him from the front and not from behind? That's a decent point, actually. Hey, I heard what happened. I heard what happened. Does that mean I need to check the chat? Vera is what happening. Oh, there's a poll. Who should the 5th option be to voice breathe, redeem? Santa? Gumshoe, breathe, pal. Come on, breathe. Why aren't you breathing? Logan yelling it. Rukov or Pepper meows. Her meows are like so, like she doesn't meow on command, and when she does meow, she has 2 types of meows. She's got 3 types actually. She's got the type when she wants to play with a laser pointer, she'll look at me and she'll do the little chattering, that kind of kind of thing. I'm like, okay, then I get the laser, and she's so smart because I'll hold up the laser pointer in my hand like this, and she'll look at the ground waiting for the dot. Like she knows that this thing in my hand makes the dot appear on the ground. And then she has her, it's 3 a.m. and I'm lonely and everybody is asleep and I want to play. And that's where she just like, meow, in the hallway. But what she'll do is she'll get like a pile of her toys. She'll bring like her toys into the hallway, make like a little pile with them, and then sit there and meow so that if I go out and see her, she'll like look at the toys and look at me like to tell me, Or her regular meows are just always like, just so meow, meow, meow. They're like so quiet and sweet. The victim must have tried to run once Ms. Wyatt started fighting back. That's probably when he got hit from behind. Oh, the poll is done, and Gumshoe saying, breathe, pal, has won with 70% of the vote, and Oak contributing 120 channel points. Speaking of nothing, I have no segue. Speaking of segues, let's check out this clip from Vero that Vero posted into the chat. This clip from Vero, this will also let me see the timestamp so I can find out how far behind I am again. This clip is titled, Unnecessary Feelings Go Both Ways. And it says 25 minutes, so I'm slowly getting caught up. Let's check it out real quick here. Edgeworth. Why is that the thing on Phoenix's mind? We're preparing the trial. We're preparing our case and everything, getting all the evidence. Then it's the trial's about to start. Edgeworth. That clip also reminds me, I have noticed recently from making clips on TikTok that I move my eyebrows way too much. I was watching the one where I made the D's nuts joke about the Secunda in Persona 3, and I'm like talking about Koromaru. It's like, Koromaru is da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. And I'm like, past Logan, hold your eyebrows still, bro. But thank you very much for the clip. I appreciate that. Quiggita said, my favorite part is how rather than how we did in DD and JFA, we are technically not in tight situations with Edgeworth in court. I know, it's fine, and we could be friends, too. And so, like, the stress is gone for Edgeworth. He's probably enjoying this. Vera said, surprisingly not a lot. Oak said, I still haven't actually seen Phoenix Wright in his normal outfit in these streams, and it's not gonna happen. Because why would you? Why would you? Quiggita said, we're not threatened with anyone for once with Edgeworth versus us. By the way, sorry in advance about typos. I'm realizing I'm not logged into Grammarly, who is usually my spell check for once, and it won't let me log in right now. I'm sorry. Vera said he's hoping to distract Edgeworth with the boob window. Well, Vero, Phoenix Wright is your husband, right? So I think you probably know better than anyone in here. Is it working? Is the Phoenix Wright boob window working? Chris says Edgeworth : enemies equals husband and daughter. Magpie says, I like that implies Edgeworth considers the judge an enemy too. Quick80 says, you'll get to see when you boop into the Dual Destinies VODs, I think. Well, yeah, in the first case, I think he briefly was dressed normal. And Vera with a pin message saying, yes, so it is working. Oak says, I just checked and apparently kidneys are worth $160,000 each. Crystal says, oh. Vera said, don't you die if you sell both? Yeah, you need at least one. Oak said, so yeah, that's roughly 1,000 bits on Twitch. Law said, not if you're awesome. Crystal said, then just sell one. Vera says, fair. Quiggita said, also with this trial happening, we are one step closer to Miles 2. Oh, we are. Vex says, reassured by the fact that if anyone ever stole my organs, even though I would probably eat crap and die, they would not be getting their money's worth. I cannot even think of a single organ in my body that works even 90% of the way like it's supposed to. So I guess that means, yeah, you don't have to worry about organ harvesters? Crystal and Oak with some emails. Chris says, Twitter. Oak said, Logan streamed on Twitter secretly. Do they have streaming on Twitter? I remember one time I tried to upload a longer video there, and it's like, no, it's like, I think the limit was about 3 minutes or something. Maybe it was 4. They're short. Oak said, breathe, redeem, longs, longa. I need to start screaming to Logan to breathe. My partner thought Jujutsu Kaisen was a basketball anime. And when I tried to tell him it's not, he found the one basketball scene that lasted for a minute. I remember that scene. Quiggita said, oh, hey, Edgeworth finally saw one of his kiddos in her dream job. Oak said, and now he keeps acting like it's a basketball anime. He doesn't believe me when I say it's about depression and doomed yaoi, and also a bunch of magic ghosts and beating the crap out of this one particular guy and all his friends. Vex said, why can't it be about both? Oak said, well, it could be, but it isn't. Quote, 318. Crap, that's the new one. Let's play the game for a bit, shall we? Shall we? Oh, also, Corderosa says, I miss Emma's older sister. I don't remember her name, but I still miss her. Oh, was it Lana? That sounds right to me. Was it Lana Sky with the long hair? I remember y'all were loving her when we met her. I see, thus the blow to the back of his head. The defendant must have looked awfully scary when she was brandishing that clock. I don't know about that. Regardless of how scary Ellen Logan, don't assume it was Ellen. The victim was definitely hit from behind. May I go on? Yes, of course, please do. The defendant was spotted then standing on... I don't know if you can see that in chat when I said spotted. A huge splatter of spittle just went everywhere. I'm so sorry, computer. The defendant was spotted then standing in front of the body holding the murder weapon. Hold it! But that's only because she was so panicked when she found the body that she tried to use the timekeeper to go back in time. Mr. Wright, do you have any idea how absurd you sound? Okay, it's absurd to, like, believe in time travel, but not too absurd to acknowledge that she's absurd and believes in time travel. But Miss Wyatt really believed she could travel through time with that clock. You really should have come up with a more credible story, you know. Yes, I agree. Me 3, but it's all I've got to go on.
Anyway, under the circumstances, the only conclusion we can draw is that the defendant killed the victim.
Oh, a new pinned message. Mod is a way to get food. Also, look at the timestamp, sir. Crap, we got 10 minutes? We got 10 minutes till the end of the stream. I didn't even realize how late it was. Thank you, Vero. I suppose that means I should read some chat. Quickett said, I might boot quote 319 each time we start an Ace Attorney game. Vera said, add quote, the defendant might not be criminally responsible. Crap. Oh, and then there's a clip. Is that what this clip is gonna be? Hang on, let me load this one up in the clip viewer so we can see if that's what this is. This clip from Vero, and once again, we'll see the timestamp, is from, well, first of all, it's titled Criminary. Oh boy, and the timestamp isn't loading yet, but let's check out the clip first. If that's the case, then the defendant might not be criminally responsible. I'm sorry, but okay, is this a common thing? Does this happen to other people? As you know, I was recovering from COVID last week. When I get sick, like, after I'm done being sick, I don't know if it's because I talk less while I'm sick, but afterward, it's like my tongue is like lazy and doesn't want to work right for talking. It's harder to talk. But thank you very much for the clip, Vero. I appreciate that. Magpie says, regarding dump the magazine on them, it also means they can't hire a lawyer to go against you, or so they say. Oh, I guess that's a good point. And Oak says 2:32:32, so I'm only 20 minutes behind now. Oak said, no, it cut off. Quickett says, add quote, my reputation is still not good, but it's slightly better than otherwise would have been. Winlight says, so zombie rules. Empty the clip. Okay, zombies I always heard was a double tap. Because you don't want loud bangs in excess, and you don't want to, you gotta preserve your ammo. Isn't that what it is? Zombies double tap? Or was that just Zombieland? Oak said, why does Twitch always cut off the clip like a second before I cut it off? Makes it so much harder to get the clip endings right. Hang on, I gotta breathe for a sec. I wonder if that's like with the new clipping, because like the clips look different sometimes. So are you clipping on mobile or on desktop? And Vero added the quote that Queen Katie suggested. Oak does quote number 222. It says, give his stomach bread, Vero. Queen Katie said, honestly, the last 4 quotes are comedy perfect. Vero said you can still edit it later to include it. Oh, wait, you can? You can edit your old quotes? Oak said, I probably will. Vera said, a very quotable stream. Oak says, many of my clips have been ruined by them cutting off early, and I've had to fix them after, even the Maya Faye Brat Summer clip. Quickett said, I found a train Digimon. It looks so cool. Do you like trains, Logan? I'm not a huge train guy. I did have a toy train when I was a kid for a little bit. I feel like Rukov likes trains better. Quickett says, Grand Locomon. Oak says, I try to clip so it cuts off after a funny point, but then Twitch cuts it even earlier. This is the best pull we've ever had. Vera said, what can I say? I try. Oak said, I love the way chat through. Love you, Vero. Quickett says, gasp. Oak says, how dare he? Quickett said, I guess not naming a cool train after Logan. Vera said, I guess you guys permission to stab him. Oak said, trains are awesome. Stabs Logan. Crystal says, besides Logan, someone else chose not cool on trains. Was that you, Crystal? Was that you? Oak said, who was it? Stab them. We forgive you, Longa. Vera said, who do we forgive him? Oak says about everything but trains. Oak says, fifth option. I need some water. Let's play a little bit more, even though we're so close to the 3-hour mark. I need to play.
The victim was struck twice, by the way.
Hold it! Ms. Wyatt must have had a chance to escape after she struck the victim the first time. So why would she stick around and hit him with such a heavy object again? Don't say this out loud, Phoenix, you're helping Edgeworth.
Well, about that.
Allow me to explain. Why did she strike him again? Indeed, to finish off the victim, of course. Oh! This very act clearly shows that she had every intention of killing Mr. Gloomsbury. Ark! But Miss Wyatt would never do a thing like that! Then let's see some evidence that disproves my theory. Are you just gonna stand there and take that from him, Nick? I know that there's a lot of things you like taking from Edgeworth, but you don't always have to take it from him. I can't refute his claim head on, so I'll have to approach from a different angle. Yes, I won't be head on, I'll turn around and just take it from behind. I mean, no! Well, it looks like we won't be going anywhere until we can refute Edgeworth's claim. This is so exciting! We haven't taken on Edgeworth in ages! Yeah! Okay, Nick, now go get him! No need to rush me, Maya! All right, I better start by comparing Emma's testimony with the evidence we have and look for any glaring inconsistencies. Gonna say before we're gonna decide, I don't even know if we're gonna have time to decide tonight, because we're slowly running, not slowly, actually quickly running out of time here. Let's see. Oak says secret fifth option should be a random audio clip like Tomcat telling him to read chat. I apologize for chat for being so yappy today. That's my fault. I keep yapping. I love the yap. I love talking to all of y'all. Vera said, we love yapping though. Vera said, oh man, I wish I saw this before. Oak said, wait, saw what? Vera said, this. Wait, Oak says, wait, this is on mobile. Oak said, your comment before I made the poll. Moonlight said, girls got muscalis. Oak said, oh, didn't even mean that. Tomcat literally was trying to give an example. I assume Gumshoe has like a voice line saying breathe pal, which would be perfect. I don't think Gumshoe has any voice lines that I know of, does he? I mean, maybe does Gumshoe have any like voiced lines? Probably in the anime, obviously. Vera said he really doesn't, to be honest, but I feel like it'd be a fun one, him saying breathe pal. Quigita said, add quote, speaking of nothing, I have no segue. Speaking of segues, Magpie says, Logan at past Logan, be still your beating eyebrows. Moonlight said, Logan, you just have very expressive face. I know, but it's like too much. And I actually have to hold them under control because it's also very bad whenever I do auditions. Ever since I was like a younger, when I very first started acting, like as a kid, I'd want to like use my eyebrows a lot. I remember I was doing a monologue at a Shakespeare festival, and that's where the person was saying you're acting too much with your eyebrows. First time I realized it, and so I have to fight back on it. But it's like it's not good. It's distracting, especially for like on-camera stuff. The perfect example. Okay, like you need to do is, you know what? Actually, no. That's a whole acting thing. I'm not gonna get into that. We don't have time for that. If you ever want like lessons I've learned from acting, you can ask me later. But I don't have time for that now. Oak says, yeah. Vera said, yes. Oak said, it makes it more fun to animate because there's a good chance I try to animate Logan one day. Oak said, I think I've given up on this TTS girl animation, though. It was too ambitious. Quigita said, 2:47, I'm only 10 minutes behind. Quigita said, Lurk, gotta pee. Oak said, what, the longa? Magpie says, yes, it was Lana Sky. I remembered something. Oak says, Emma has siblings or parents or something? It was her older sister. She was a defendant in one of the longest cases ever. Vera said, Maud is, that was pinned earlier. Oak said, see you soon, Vera. Vera said, don't tire yourself out, you're still recovering. Oak said, happy fooding. Vera salutes. Quingata says, unlurk, back from P. Oak says, I don't get sick very often. There was actually one time in elementary school when we were supposed to go on a field trip, I got really sick on that morning. You see, I usually get sick like once a year, but I hate it. I hate it so much. Quigita said, also, funny thing that happened, Doggo is a black doggo, living room is dark black. I used my flashlight on phone, doggo eyes shone brightly. I laughed, lol. Oak said they got in a bus crash on the way to the field trip. Thankfully, nobody was seriously injured, but that was insane luck. Wow. Quigata said, then I'll name the train Digimon after Rukov. There you go. Oak said, avoid a bus crashing because I threw up like 10 times. Crystal said, trains are cool. How dare you accuse me, puppy kicker? No! Quigata said, yee, Oak, if I was there, I could have massive trauma. Glad you avoided it. Oak said, I wonder if the puppy kicker will ever punch a puppy instead. Thankfully, it wasn't a super serious crash. Moonlight said, you're right, Logan. Zombies are double tap. Monsters and slashers in general are empty. Yes on that. Oak said, one person got a small scar on their forehead, but I think that was it. Quigata said, I do have a guide, Logan. If not tonight, then on Sunday we can play the guessing game for this testimony. Oak said, dang, I really want to hear that story now. Okay, I'll try and do it really, really quick. It was a super quick thing. So, I did a commercial one time. I think it was for like a grocery store or something. The concept was you save a lot of money going to this particular store. And so what he did is that there were two neighbors, and the one neighbor grocery shops there. And so now he can afford so much money that he was getting a limousine chauffeur to drive him to and from work. And so I was playing the chauffeur, okay? So all that happens is you got the one guy trimming the hedges, then the neighbor pulls up in a limousine, I hop out, open the door, the guy pops out and goes inside and it's like, he's saving money because he shops at blah, blah, blah. And so there's one shot where the neighbor who's trimming the hedges like looks over at me, and I'm supposed to just stand there very suspiciously and kind of like look over to the side and then look back. And so on the first take where I did it, on the first take I went like this, like that. And the director was like, cut. It's like, no, that was too big. Don't move your eyebrows, just move your eyes. And in my brain, I'm thinking, it's like, how will anybody see this? Because I'm like relatively inexperienced at that point. So we do the shot, I'm just standing there and I go like this. Like that, and that's all I do. And then when the commercial came out, it was like perfect. And I'm like, oh my gosh, you gotta trust the camera. Like it picks up everything, just the littlest tiny details. So that's all it was. Vera said, I got tea. Oak says, yay. Vera said, it's like 63 degrees here. Oak says, Celsius or Fahrenheit? That was gonna be my question. Because if it's Celsius, that sounds hot. Vera says, gas. Chris says, puppy puncher. That sounds like a superhero. Like a puppy puncher to the rescue. Oak said, I think Celsius because I don't think you're in America. Quicket said, we're 30 seconds away from 3-hour mark. Oh, I'm a minute after. 3 hours, 1 minute exactly right there. Vera said, I converted it for convenience all. 63 degrees in Celsius would kill. Okay. So 63 in Fahrenheit it's like a little bit chilly. It's just a little bit chilly. Oak says, dang, hang on, I gotta breathe for a second. There we go. Oh, thank you, Toilet Duck. I will remember to save. I think I have saved recently, but I'm a good trained Pavlovian dog. Thank you, Toilet Duck. Chris said 63 Celsius. Vero gonna burn. Quick with the 3-hour timestamp. Vera said that's like 145 degrees in Fahrenheit. I think the hottest I've ever been in was close to 120, and that was too much. Oak said, I don't know the translation. I'm sorry. Vera said, you're good. Oak said, but I'm a filthy American. Quickita said, thank you for the very quotable stream and one dead girl. But she died in the past, so it's not like we killed her. Oak said, I think you could survive 145 Fahrenheit. Quickita said, see y'all next time for, I don't know, social links and maybe death. Vera said, I probably could. Oak said, because puzzles is awesome. Vera said, I've survived 140 before. Really? Chris said, once experienced 50 degrees Celsius temperature, I survived. Oak said, thank you for the stream, it made me smile. Crystal said, 150 Celsius, 122 Fahrenheit. Oh boy. Vera said, yeah, it's been fun to see you back. It's been so fun hanging out with all of you. I missed you all so much. Crystal said, 50, not 150, bruh. Vex says, Midwestern voice, y'all think it's 63 degrees is chilly. And then Vera said, really? There are 3 hours, 2 minutes, 25 seconds. I caught up to, oh crap, I forgot to ask for raid suggestions. I caught up to chat for the first time of the night. Oh, there's multiple chattings going on over in YouTube I missed. Let's see, there was Chris Claudio Molina saying something, Mr. Logan, English USA, A, happy good evening Thursday, Mr. Bro Chris Claudio Gomez Molina, something Naga City, Philippines, Filipino, happy Merry Christmas. Oh, Chris, I don't know if you're still there, but Crystal is Filipina in our chat. So Chris and Crystal, oh, this person, you're probably already gone. I'm so sorry I missed that, but hi, Merry Christmas. I'm so sorry for not seeing that sooner. Cordero says Logan is an expressive person. It's something very authentic. Oh, thank you. Said, I'm making a list of smash or pass levels. I don't even understand my crush on Matt. He's in the smash me category. I love sociopathic villains. I mean, you know what? After he did the whipping his hair back, he was owning it. He reminds me so much that the hair thing reminded me, I mentioned before, of Sosuke Aizen in Bleach. Quickita says, oh, Crystal said, Quickita said, raid suggestions. Oh, and Crystal has a raid suggestion. Hang on. Let me copy this over. 1 second, if it'll let me. Why isn't it letting me copy this over? Okay, I'm gonna have to do this instead if I want to copy it over. Hang on 1 second. Where is it? I assume that is a raid suggestion and not Crystal just doing a keyboard slam. So let me go ahead and check this out. It just shows that once I'm out of the loop, I'm like struggling to catch up and keep up with everything that's going on here. Oh, this is someone who's streaming the very first Ace Attorney. Hey, how about that? See, Oak says, Massachusetts voice. You think 63 degrees is chilly? I can't do a Massachusetts accent. Oh, and Quick Katie also has a raid suggestion. Let me copy this one down as well. So we will have 2 raid suggestions to choose from. And I'll give if you're lurking, I'm gonna give you the full rundown of everything in just a minute. You just gotta give me just a moment. Get this all settled and figured out here. It looks like of the 2 raid suggestions, one of them has significantly fewer number of viewers, so that's the one that we're gonna go ahead and pick here. There we go. Oak says, we forgive you, Longa. Y'all forgive me for too much stuff. Oh, hang on. Crystal has one more raid suggestion. I'm sorry, I gotta check this out. I'm sorry this is taking so long. If you're lurking and going like, I'm ready to leave, you stop playing the game, I appreciate you sticking around for just a moment while I figure out which one of these we're gonna be doing, because it will take just a moment. Okay, so once again, I see one of them has the fewest number of viewers. That's the one we're gonna be doing here. Let's do raid. This one here. Here's our raid message. Looks like Vero already typed it right before I did. Thank you very much, Vero. Yeah, so if you are lurking, let me give you the rundown. This also goes on YouTube over there. We stream Tuesdays, Thursdays, Fridays, and Sundays, currently alternating between this, Ace Attorney, Spirit of Justice, and Metaphor Refantasio. So tomorrow's going to be Metaphor. Sunday, we'll pick up where we're leaving off here with figuring out what evidence to present to this cross-examination. And yeah, I've missed you guys so much. I missed you all so much from being sick. Thank you for, like, not abandoning me from being gone for a week. I really appreciate that. Also, if you're lurking, Vera posted a link tree there that has a Discord invite link, my TikTok, where for the past couple of weeks, I've no longer been shadow banned, yay! And my TikTok, my YouTube, all the fun places. Check them out if you feel so inclined. Oak says, good night, everyone. Oak says, twins. Crystal said, night, everyone. See y'all tomorrow. Vera said, see you guys next time. Over in YouTube, Crystal was doing some emotes, and Cordero saying to Crystal, you're still here. Indeed, you both are. Yes, so thank you all. I love and appreciate you all. I have been so looking forward to this. The last hour, I'm sorry if my energy level dipped down for the final hour. My stamina is not quite back up to where it was before being sick, but I love and appreciate you all. I've missed you all so much. This was so much fun. It means the world to me that you guys would hang out. I love and appreciate you all. You all are amazing. I'm so blessed to have you in this community. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Vera said, see y'all next time. Quick said bye-bye. Vera said bye-bye. Magpie said good night. Yes, enjoy the raid, everybody. Have a great rest of your night. Bye, everybody. Bye. Enjoy the raid. Bye. Bye, 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 bye. Bye, bye, bye. Bye, 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 bye. And for those watching the VOD, good night as well.